Felicitations. Felicitations, my family of fledglings. Fledglings. Riel! Hi and welcome. First champion. Can you believe nobody got you in the pre-show? Hell yeah. Good stuff. Welcome. And Ghosts, it's so good to unsee you as well. Welcome. My name is Damian Holme, and I rupture, destroy, and lay waste with the status quo. I don't know what how does that, you come into my stream and you hear that and you have no idea what that means. We have deep chats that try to deprogram people from the stuff that they get spoon-fed every day. Hi and welcome. Stare deeply into my eyes. Gladly. This is how we start the show. I stare into your eyes and figure out what the fuck I'm trying to say. Hi. It's good to see you. Happy affiliate-versary to the Dadpool, by the way. I think you recently had a wonderful celebration. I caught a little bit of it. You waited and you still got first champion? Amazing. Because you probably don't know yet, if you're one of my fledglings, you should go follow the Dadpool. He is immensely excellent, a wonderful person to be around. Overall, insightful, smart. Just a duck. And what do I mean by a duck? You ask with bated breath, what the heck does a duck mean? There are people who, when it rains, get wet. And there are people who, when it rains, acknowledge that it is raining, but they transcend. The rain hits them and it rolls off of them. They are experiencing phenomena, but they are moving past it. They're transcendent beings, and the Dadpool is one of these people. Gets incredibly drunk on the internet once in a year. It was so fun, honestly. I was only there for a little bit because I had so many responsibilities that particular night, but I lurked. I didn't want to speak out. You had some lovely community members that were really excited to interact with you all, and I just wanted to let that happen. But it looked like a lot of fun. I wanted to be sitting at that table wearing something myself. The harness was a nice look. Can't rain all the time. This is true. This is true. Let's shout out the Dadpool, because if you're not following him already, please do. He's invested in our trajectory. We have some wonderful strategies thanks to him, and I think you all should go send a little love his way. Appreciate you for doing this. What is happening here? There's so much intensity. Quiet. Focused intensity. That's my husband. I'm locked in.
Here's the tension berserk.
Perfect clip. That's the... If you needed any other evidence that you should go follow his channel. Yeah. That was magnificent. It was a good table. My straight boy at the table is such a bean for putting up with me. Oh, well, good. Everybody needs one really tolerant person in their lives who, even if they don't relate to you directly, should at least be able to be your cheerleader, be your support. Why is this clip on my stream? What happened there? I shouted you out, not him. So look through your clip library and figure out what the heck, how he ended up there. That was interesting. Yeah. Tonight, you guys, we are starting a new game. We're getting close to the end of the mother-like games. What on earth do I mean by mother-like? Nintendo of America. No, Nintendo period. Nintendo made a series of games called Mother. The second Mother game was released in North America as Earthbound. So if you either played Earthbound because it was a lovely game, it was way better than Mother 1. Earthbound is technically Mother 2. We played these all on stream. You can find them on the Red platform. Let me make sure that I'm saying everything I need to say correctly because I'm being a verification challenge instead. What the hell does that mean? A verification challenge? How dare you? TikTok is asking me to provide some sort of verification that I'm allowed to. I have no idea what's going on here. TikTok, why you got to be like this? I stream on multiple platforms. 6.5 is the money. That's what we're doing. Nevertheless, play the Mother games. They're magnificent. Mother 1 is a little bit challenging, but I think it had a lot of charm. It was an NES game, and it was really well done. Mother 2, Earthbound, the one that many people know actually through Smash Brothers because they saw Ness and eventually Lucas and other characters from the Mother series, and that's what got a lot of people into Earthbound and Mother 3. They're magnificent games. They're so great that we decided we would dedicate Friday nights for a ridiculously long amount of time to playing the Mother games and every single game that was ever inspired by Mother. And tonight, we're playing another one, a 2023, I can't call it a classic. It's only been around for 3 years. We're playing a new game in the inspired children and grandchildren of this genre, of this subspecies of RPG. So the big thing, what makes a game a Mother game? Let's talk about that before we get into the game that we're playing tonight. What makes a game a Mother game is you have to have children in an RPG setting. Why? I don't know. But there's something fun and cute and wonderful about making an RPG, and instead of having tried and tested heroes that start off killing beetles and rats and going into the forest and accidentally finding a snake and getting poisoned and having to run back to town and buy an antidote with what little money you've made, and eventually by the end of the game, you're wearing solar plate mail and casting prismatic spells and killing dragons left and right in the Tower of Doom until you get to the end boss, who is the epitome of the angel that presides over this world's version of hell, and you slay them and save the world from their impending dastardly. Those are the typical games. They're very Western philosophy based, usually made in Japan, but you're wearing plate mail, wielding a broadsword, casting fireball against trolls and ogres. It's all very Germanic of storyline from a Japanese perspective. And the Mother games and everything that's been created, Undertale, Omori, that's an homage to Mother. It's just like kids, and they're just like suburbanites, and there's none of that weird folkloric world. It's just very accessible. And the best part is sometimes these games teach us a little bit about who we are, who we were, when we were kids, what sort of things we were susceptible to, they get you thinking and they get you feeling. A number of these games are really sorrowful. And I'm a sad boy at heart. I love sad music. I love tragic plays. And I love the crap out of a game that makes you sob. And I've cried on stream. Not necessarily from a game by itself, but because of what the game accessed, you know? So, tonight's entertainment, if you'll be so kind as to join me, is In Stars and Time, shall we? Thank you. I'm a little bit frazzled tonight. I didn't wear anything nice. I didn't do my hair. I didn't hydrate well. I didn't take care of myself before stream. I ran here and I still ended up 2 hours late. It's been a day. I'm just, and the worst part is I got a lot of sun today, and sun makes me one. Oh, Jam. How would you call me? How do you know to call me out when I have no water? Somehow you seem to know to triple self-care. No, I'm just kidding. It's usually not you. I will have to stop and go get water to do the triple self-care if I'm going to do stretches, posture check, and hydrate with an empty and somewhat foggy glass. This glass is not really... I should probably rinse, honestly. We're going to do that, and then we're going to play some In Stars and Time. This game already looks like it has a lot of love. It has some retro and hand-drawn sort of feel and vibe to it. And yet it also feels like there's so much love wrought upon this game. I'm so excited to play. I will do your self-care challenge. I will drink some water, which means I need to go get some water. I'm going to take a small break and we'll do that. But I'm very excited to see how this game weighs in on the genre that we've already grown to love so much. Honestly, my favorite RPGs of all time are officially these weird child in modern era with weird psychedelic stuff happening sort of games with a little bit of modern philosophy wrought in there. These have just been magnificent. So much fun. Okay, I will be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Bye. A shot. Confirmed Damien does not like sucking foot fingers. It's, here's the thing. I've done it. I'll be the first to admit. Live on stream, right here before you, with no shame in my voice. I've done it.
You're never going to leave the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
That's pretty good. I like how tonight is also Make Yeti Blush Night.
Oh yeah,
Right.
It's always Make Yeti Blush Night. Come on.
For real, like, who are we
I
kidding?
mean, look at that smile. How can you not resist that one?
I know, right? I mean, look at that.
And the head bob. Oh, it's
That's just
You've
cheating.
gone and scared him away.
I'm not smiling.
But no, and Silver's put
Well, I'd like to thank you all for... Yes!
I saw you coming and I was like, what is that?
What a wonderful way to end it all. Look at all those umbilical cords. All at once. How glorious. Did I go New Yorker? I'm a New Yorker, ooh-woo.
Remind me to have Gray do both his Jersey and Uwu.
Yeah. free first aid. If anybody wants it. Just behind this big tall boy. Ooh.
I see no tall boy.
Oh, wide boy. Ooh. If you see a wide boy at the side of the road. I don't know what you do to him. I just wonder if you do. What might happen? It will.
PP?
But then if you say, you're probably wondering what the fuck is my PP, that's something very different.
Hey D, what's your PP? Oh.
I'll show you in DMs later.
Ow! Yeah, it's a low shit. That means it's a horse.
I know.
For those who don't know. Sorry. Okay.
Playground, school bell rings again. Ring clap. 给你们1分钟，好吧？所以我觉得，所以那些地方有多多的亭子地方有门可以开。如果你开门，然后门后面有一个厅房间或者一个人道，我真的先不喜欢了。第一的 Riven 我真的不喜欢。然后他们在这个新的办法做通秘密的地方，你开一扇门，然后你再多一个地方你可以找，真的不喜欢。
No. Why am I speaking so white? Why is that particular clip of me speaking Mandarin like the whitest Mandarin I could possibly speak? It's so bad. I don't understand. I mean, if a Mandarin speaking person heard that clip, they'd be like, "Oh, you're Chinese." Hello. My favorite lurker of all time. Lurk, hope everyone is well. Thanks to you. Thanks to you, I'm well. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate your face very much. Miss you guys. Right. Self-care. That's a thing that I should be. And look, there's water in my water glass that I keep at my desk empty, except when you feed me water. Heroes to a Troa. Did you see who stopped in just a moment ago? I don't know if they're still here. But yours and my good friend. Somebody who recently has invested significant brain space into helping improve and direct the future of this stream and this business. Yeah. Welcome on in. Stretching the legs too. Must not forget the legs. How's the David head? Yeah. I do feel either my Mandarin got better since that clip was done, or because I was streaming and I had streamer brain, my Mandarin was awful when I was speaking at the time. It just sounds so John Cena when I hear myself in that clip speaking. John Cena, for those of you that don't know, WWE wrestler, speaks about as much Mandarin as I do, and does not pronounce words the way I do. Generally, I generally feel like I pronounce Chinese fairly well for a foreigner. And when I listen to John Cena and to that clip, I go, oh no, something fell through the cracks. That does not sound good. Let us start our show du jour. Our game of the evening in Stars and Time. And I love, for some reason, just before we even begin the game, that this game's title starts with a lowercase I in the word in Stars and Time. And our main character appears to be a eye patch wearing sort. Interesting, right? Let's begin and stop conjecturing on absolutely no information whatsoever, shall we? I think that's going to be helpful. New game. Do I click? I do not click. So cursor does nothing. Enter or spacebar, I wonder. Because a lot of these games, for some reason, do not use the enter key the way you would expect them to. I don't know why that's a mother-inspired trope, but spacebar seems to work a lot, and enter seems to do the wrong thing a lot. Let's hit spacebar first. Shit, it's a spacebar game. Okay, I just have to remember this. Oh, okay. Here's our intro. Be quiet for a bit. Our intrepid hero. Oh, maybe I won't. Our intrepid hero is looking at a star, a shining, bright star. Is holding his hand. Oh, he's holding the star. He's eating the star. Did you eat the star? Was that a dream? Were you just dreaming? Woke up, staring at the sky, clouds, lying in some grass. Okay, one eye. So, who knows how far the sky is. Oh, and falling back asleep. Mirabelle, who is probably not the person that we're looking at right now. Fryn. Oh, Sifrin. Is that this one-eyed person we're looking at? Sifrin? Wake up, Sifrin. Wake up. Mirabelle is calling you. Mirabelle is super important. Maybe. Sifrin? That looks like a Mirabelle. Upside down. Good morning. Well, more like good afternoon, I guess. Were you taking a nap? That's just like you. Only you could sleep peacefully at a time like this. I guess that's smart. We better get some rest while we can. We have to be ready for tomorrow, so we can finally face against the king. Wait, excuse? Are we doing a depose? What is happening to the king? Once you say the word against, I don't feel so he about waking up in a grass field anymore, because you said against. Okay. You're too sleepy to talk. That sounds appropriate for these games. Main character doesn't say a thing. Sleep's sweet embrace calls for you. But the against the king line. You close your eyes again. No, this is like talking to Oz when she's tired first thing in the morning. Or honestly, when just first thing in the morning. She doesn't have to be tired. She could be well rested. Oz. What are we doing for breakfast? Oz, what are our plans for today? Oz, do you have anything on your docket? She closes her eyes again. Embraces the sweet sucker of slumber. And Mirabelle looks anxious at best. You're still half asleep, aren't you? You make a grumbling sound. This is like me and Oz. Okay then. You can sleep for a little longer, but not too long. Come to the village when you're ready, okay? All right. You yawn so hard your jaw cracks. I hope that's not TMJ. You were having such a nice rest too, except for the whole king part. You can't spend the rest of the day sleeping. God, why not? There's a king to depose, perhaps, but I'd also love to just sleep the rest of the night, please. That would be a waste, would it? Would it really? Sleeping an entire day through means the next day or two you can have manic levels of energy and be so immune to disease, and I can see the merits. I can. You force yourself to get up. Oh damn. Wake up, Sifrid. You have a country to save. Oh, this king, I don't think is a good king. I think our BBEG, our big bad evil guy, is the king, shall we? ... Oh, this is definitely a mother game. You can use the arrow keys to move around. Wonderful. Our character looks very mage-like. I like that about them. It sounds very peaceful here. Whatever these little flowers are, we can't do anything with them. And it seems like we have one place we can go. Come on. This is the tutorial of the game. How do you move? Oh, that's fucking loud. Let's bring the volume down just a skosh. But I also like the soundtrack. So definitely mother inspired. I would argue maybe Omori inspired so far. The bird chirps. Oh, this feels very Mother 3 inspired. Otter! Or should I say Lumity? Is it Lumity? Hi, welcome on in. This is my first time playing the game, so please no spoilers or advice. Just watch me fail at things, and we'll see how the stream goes. How's it going? How's your weekend so far? In Vogard, they say birds go pew, pew. That sounds kind of like a laser, to be honest. Pew, pew. Yours sounds different. Pew, pew. Thanks. Yeah, this feels very Mother 3, talking to the birds, and they can speak your language, but only in parentheses. That's I'm feeling somewhere between Omori and Mother 3 vibes already in the game. Love that, because those games are both beautiful. Lumity, yeah. What game are we playing? This game is called In Stars and Time. It is a 2023, roughly, relatively newer game, and it is inspired by games that we've been playing on Fridays for just about forever now. We started with Mother 1 on the NES. We played Mother 2. Most people know it as Earthbound, especially if you've played Smash Brothers. You've met Earthbound characters. We played Mother 3, and then we started to play all of the children and inspired games from the Mother franchise, like Undertale, Omori, and some other weirder ones than those. And In Stars and Time definitely seems like it's in that genre, although it is also very black and white, which is unique. It's super different. And I'm loving the art and the characterization and everything. It feels Zelda-like. It feels Omori-like. It also feels like out of the Mother series, if I were to pin it on something, it would be like Mother 3, which might be my favorite. Mother 2 was really hard to beat. Earthbound, really hard to beat, but I think Mother 3 did so. Yeah. Honestly, if anybody watching this has not played the Nintendo Mother games, find a way to play them. Emulate, download, fan translation, whatever you have to do. Mother 3 was never released in an English market, but there's a fantastic fan translation online, and they put their heart and soul into it. And they really are great games. Poignant, weird, quirky, and everything I would want in a game, especially in an RPG. Okay, so we're back to Mirabelle. Sifrin, you're up. You sure are. Kind of. My one eye that I can see is half-mast at best. Nose is kind of funny looking, but I kind of dig it. I can choose what I want to say, but I only have one choice. Hey, Mira. Hey, Sifrin. So, how was your nap? On a scale of 1 to 10? Let's see. A certain someone woke me up. That feels kind of passive-aggressive. Completely average? Oh, 5 completely average. Oh, I see. You could say 1, 5, or a solid 9. Let's be polite. I want to be friendly in this playthrough because fuck being an evil person or a bad person. I just don't like inconveniencing pixels on my screen. If you give me the option to be bad or rude or less than polite in dialogue trees, I will not choose it unless it's my second playthrough. And then I'll choose it only under duress. All right, guys, let's be the rude person this playthrough. And then I'll hate every second of it. It's just not for me. A solid 9, says Sifrin. Is it not a 10 because the finish could have used some work? Oh no, she already feels bad because I said 9. We'll do better next time? Oh, that's going to give her a complex. I have no other choice, though. Okay, we'll say it. Next time, I promise I'll let you sleep in. Okay. So we can get the elusive 10 out of 10 score. Oh, she's determined. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Oh, wait. I had something I wanted to ask you. I have an idea for tonight. This will be the night before we go fight the king. Oh God, we are fighting the king. When she said against the king earlier, I thought it might be political. It sounds like it's going to be physical. So God. So I felt like we could make it special somehow. The night before we go fight a king. I don't know how to make it special, but any distraction is probably a good one. I'm loving the art of this game, right? It looks like a pixel world, but if you look really closely, everything is very high detail. I feel like a lot of games in this sort of derivative of Mother world keep things very lo-fi. And if you look very closely, they didn't pixelate everything to like 16-bit or 32-bit. They really wanted you to see the art at high level of detail. Everything is well done and well drawn. And that makes it stand out so far among all the other Mother-inspired games. They really loved on the art, while also not being like photorealistic or anything like that. Definitely more pixels than I'm used to these days, though. Right? I think that's the thing is like in this genre and in this type of world, they generally retro up the art style so much that things look very lo-fi. And here, things look hand-drawn and not high-def photorealistic, but also modernized. They cared enough to give you high-level detail. When a curve is a curve, it's not a bunch of squares shoved up against each other to insinuate a curve. It's an interesting crossroads for the art. So I was thinking, how about a sleepover? Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's all eat good food together. Honestly, anytime I could sleep over for any reason, I had a lot of fun. You play games, you eat fun foods that you wouldn't normally eat. You stay up late, you goof off, you get the giggles. At some point, everybody laughs at stupid stuff. Sleepovers are great. Recommend them for anybody. Oz and I recently met an adult friend of ours who has never had a sleepover, and we're giving her one. So she can. in her adult years. Be goofy, eat stupid food, and just I think it's important that you have those experiences. Let's all eat good food together, sleep in the same room, maybe tell stories. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Hell yeah. How is it different from what you usually do? Oh, do we usually do sleepovers? Not to say that makes them less important. I think even a group of friends that regularly sleeps over, it's still fun. It's still nice. Well, okay. It just says, okay, question mark. Lame. I don't like that there's so many dialogue choices where I have one choice. I'll have the Teddy over tonight. Nice. We don't get to see each other a ton with scheduled classes. Clashes. It'll be nice. Good. I'm so glad. Sometimes adulthood sucks. And I think the number one way in which adulthood sucks is coordinating. If you're a single person without anybody of interest and all you have to do is coordinate your own schedule, well, hello, Stuart. You can live through it. You can do it. But as soon as you start to have drive and interest to include other people in your life, it's immediately more complex. You got jobs, you got bills, you got extracurriculars and volunteerships and certain friends that will only hang out with you one-on-one. They will never hang out with you and a significant other or another friend. And you have to dance all of those dances. And it gets so much more difficult. It's worth it when it happens, though. Yeah, definitely. We love the sleepover experience. Honestly, beautiful. It's chef's kiss. There's also, I think, there's a vulnerability to being up late with somebody and having the permission to have the goofy snacks and the party games and the staying up late. You learn about each other in such a different way than if you were just trading stories at a coffee shop or coming over to somebody's house and watching a movie or having a meal together. Sleepovers are special. There's something extra you get out of a sleepover, I think. Also, Stuart being the troll. Which Pokemon is this? You haven't heard of this one. It's too hipster for you. Or is it an old Final Fantasy? It's based on so many games, but In Stars and Time is mostly based on the Mother games. And if you haven't played the Mother games, Stuart, you should. I honestly feel like you should. Yeah. So it's so old, it's black and white. Yeah, this game was made way back before video games had color. Before PC games on Steam had color. Right. Man, it's been so long since I had a good fun sleepover. I wish I had more friends that were just down to quit responsibility for one night, screw over their sleep schedule, stay up late and do stupid stuff for one night. It doesn't have to be many times in a year, maybe even just once a year. Annually, mess with your schedule, goof off with your friends, eat bad foods, watch movies, play games, play board games, joke, share stories, tell everybody your intimate fears and inner thoughts, and just be something different than you are. Every day you have to work and come home and decompress from work and do it over again the next day. Do something bigger. Yeah. It's just the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Teresa agrees. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Okay. We're answering okay to the sleepover. Why a question mark, buddy? Commit, Sifrin. You think it's silly, don't you? You see, when you say okay with a question mark, Mirabelle's going to look at you and be like, I don't know. Maybe your heart's not in it. Sifrin, you need to show more love. to your friends. I'm sorry. You see that? You see how insecure you've made Mirabelle already? I was trying to find something fun to do tonight, but that's all I could think of. I think it's a fine idea, but I'm clearly not Sifrin here in the story. It was a stupid idea, wasn't it? Ah! I wish I could control Sifrin's responses better than the one-liners that they give me in this game. Why is Sifrin like this? Why is he making Mirabelle so uncomfortable? Maybe we should forget about it. Oh no. Your lack of enthusiasm made Mirabelle upset. This is what I'm saying. I already felt this before the text started to wiggle like this. We got the wiggly text, bros. What are we going to do? I have no control over Sifrin's responses. So far, 80% of Sifrin's answers have been no choice involved. Come on, fix it. Look at him. Oh, I don't think that's his nose. I think that's a piece of hair that hangs down over the nose, right? Look at the lines. They go up through the eyebrows. I think that's, one big old swath of hair right between the eyes, which would drive me nuts personally. And my one option is, no, I think it's fun. Let's do it. And with 3 exclamation points at the end of each sentence. Are you sure? All right, then. So if we're doing it, can you let everyone know? I don't think I could convince everyone. Well, you kind of have to now. Yeah, because you botched this. You've already messed this up somehow, really grandiosely. Of course, Mira. Okay, let me think. Madam Odile should be in the shop buying items. Bonnie should be near the fields to the east. And Isabeau is at the favor tree to the west. Okay. We're staying in the clock tower at the east of the town, right past the broken bridge, so you can just tell everyone to meet up there later. Is that 5 of us? I think that's 5 of us doing a sleepover. It's a good number. ... That was a lot of names and places. Will you remember? No, but I'm streaming, so my chat will remind me if I mess this up. I've seen so many unique games come from the mother genre. Right. This is why I decided to do this particular playlist all on this channel you're watching on. What we're going to do is basically it's all in one playlist. Games like Mother / Earthbound, I think is what the name of the playlist is. And I'm just shoving them all into one big long playlist so you can watch all the playthroughs and everything. Spoiler alert or warning, my stream is often very chatty, and there are streams in which we don't do a lot of gameplay and we chat a lot instead. But it's, you can always skip back and forth and get to the stuff you want to get to. But I'm loving these games so much. From well-known games to games friends are developing. Do you have friends working in this space? Because that would be pretty cool to learn about other games in this sort of genre. I have to take a quick bio break, you guys. I hate that I do, but I'm going to do that. So I will be right back. Yes, Oz laughs like with all of her essence. Oz also burps with all of her essence. I use male gaze and... Oh, thank you for the nice. That always makes
Sorry, I just want to flex my points.
I fucking love it. I use male gaze and purely...
Oh, motherfucker. I might do it again now. Fuck. Sorry. Okay, I'll save the rest of
Dude,
mine.
it's one of my faves. I love it. I made that one myself.
You legend.
I use male gaze in a purely academic sense. I'm curious about that. Tell me you don't love it too. That's why you keep buying it. It's so good.
This just proves that people steady watch your shit, man. It's not easy to get 10,000 channel points. And I know that because even my most people who view my shit the most struggle to spend that many channel points.
Godbert too. Thank you. Thank you all for the... I know you're waiting for the book. Look in my eyes. You know I have bigger things to do than you. I mean, bigger. I mean, okay, bye. Bigger fish to fry. Oh, we don't want to fry Alan. Whoa. She just slammed that door open. Where's the cook? Cook.
My accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
Oh. Okay. That she just
Akumu?
Yes.
He's mine. Actually, he's Cribs, but then he's mine. Oh, wait, no, also Oz's, but then he's mine. You know what? Fuck it, you can have him.
He's mine with technical issues.
With
Yes.
Did you say tentacle issues?
Technical.
Okay, I'm weird, but not that weird.
Really like
What?
the piano stings of like you're doing fish.
It's a fish. And it stinks.
Dogs love fish.
Ugh.
Maybe.
I'm not picking it up with my bare hands.
I heard bare hands. I think we're gonna need to look for some.
I can smell it from here.
Okay, thanks for your patience. I have friends developing games in their own time. Yeah, it's so cool to see bits and pieces of their development over time. I love that, especially if it's in this. Wait, hello, Troa.
Troa says
I
just subscribed.
So fast. I feel like your Prime subs come in faster than once a month, every time, all the time. Round 2, 39 times 2. We're gonna have to fill out a spreadsheet and see how often you can do a Prime sub. Because 2 Fridays in that seems not right. I'd love to see what sort of games your friends are developing in the Mother universe. The world needs more games like this. Needs more weird people like us to do stuff like this. That's so cool. Good stuff. Okay. Oh wait, I have to actually be in the game to press any buttons, don't I? I always remember things. Yes. ... Well, unrelated to your memory, here's a note with everyone's location, just in case. That's very kind. You forget. Oh, just in case you forget, with increasing exclamation points. Yeah, smart. You got the reminder note. You put the note in your pocket along with your souvenirs. What souvenirs do I have and why? Most people don't walk around with just souvenirs, do we? You can check your souvenirs by going into your pockets. To access your pockets, open the menu by pressing 0. Why 0? The menu contains your pockets, your equipment, and many other things. You can interact with the most items in your pockets by pressing space. Cool, it is a spacebar based game, as so many of this genre are. Okay, see you at the clock tower later then. I'll be near the library if you need me. Come talk to me whenever. Oh, and don't forget to check the Change God's statue too. Change God? For good luck. You wave goodbye. Okay. We're gonna go do the thing. Oh, also in brackets, who is talking to me right now? Is this my subconscious? Why is somebody so excited right now to speak with me? There's a lot of people to talk to and drawers to snoop inside of around here. You can interact with people and objects by pressing space when standing in front of them. If you need to, you can always configure your button settings in the options menu. Okay, here's our... Whoa. New people. So... I'm so confused already. We're a group of 4, even though I've only met Mirabelle. And she's not technically with us, but apparently we're 4 people who are all level 45. Why does the game start at level 45? And our hit points are quite divergent. A couple people higher than 600, a couple people that can't break 500. And up in the top right corner is Bonnie. Whoever Bonnie is, we haven't met you yet. Cool. We got pockets, craft, equip, profile, options, load, and quit. Well, the last 2 are kind of boring. Pockets. I already have stuff. It's like I've been playing this game already. This is how you start the game. In pockets is a sour... I have 3 sour tonics that heal 50% of a friend's hit points. And you drink them. The game wanted you to know this is a drink and it tastes sour, apparently. So sour tonic's not just a clever nickname. Crafted waters. A drink that revives a KO'd friend with the skull icon. Love that. Restoring 60% of the hit points. This one tastes fruity. We have ginger juice, which can only be used in combat, apparently, because it's grayed out. Boosts everyone's defense. Did you know ginger helps you not be sick? It appeases nausea, as I understand it, but I don't know beyond that. Super sour tonic. A drink that heals 40% of everyone's hit points. Makes you do a kissy face when you drink it because it's so sour. Boosts everyone's attack. Oh, sorry, pepper juice. We only have 1 of each of these. Pepper juice boosts everyone's attack. The spice will make you strong. Don't know how, but it apparently. And time juice. Oh, I get it. Makes everyone faster. It's like a time haste spell. Apparently, this is a fun wordplay in some languages. Nice. Okay, let's go to equipment. Why is Sifrin so freaking equipped already? Sifrin's knife, a shiny rapier, a graceful weapon made stronger with house maiden's will, a crystal knuckle. Are each one of these equipped on somebody right now? It's hard to say. A dense book, a frying pan, a traveler's hat. It's like a wizard's hat. That's probably what Sifrin's wearing. Big bow, rectangular earrings that fortify the wearer's body and soul. If you touch one, it goes ding ding. Okay. Geometric glasses boost defense and attack speed. Round hat so heavy it has to make you stronger. It boosts your attack. Interesting. Memories. We're learning so much just in this one menu. Memory of self. It's a memory of you. You have theoretically so many to choose from. +5 to all stats. Memory of Isabeau. Isabeau, loud and brave. This is how you remember him. +5 to all stats. Same +5 to all stats. Bonnie, young and angry. This is how you remember them. What do you mean remember? Remember Isabeau, remember Bonnie. Are we playing another Omori? Am I going to be sad at the end of this? Because it's saying remembering your friends. And I already feel like some shit's happened to Sifrin's friends. Why are we saying this is how you remember? I don't like this already. I am already generating a mild ick. Like, I have a sadness for best friends I've lost in a game I've I barely played. Bonnie is more likely to attack. +5 doll stats. +5 doll stats. So Mirabelle, shy and kind. Odil's curious and perceptive. Isabeau is loud and brave. This makes me so sad already. Why are we remembering my friends through memories? And some souvenirs, some change you got from buying a croissant. And a note Mirabelle wrote you for you and your sieve-like brain. Rude. I have a wonderful brain. Thank you very much. This definitely gives vibes of something has already happened, right? We're already a group. We're 4 plus a weird 5 in the corner. We're already leveled. We already have loot. We already have these weird things called memories. Like I am processing friendship somehow. Like there's maybe a mundane world behind this. And I'm thinking about this through fantasy eyes or something like that. I already feel weird. Like, what's the gimmick? You know. Plus, I was told about this game was this game was recommended to me by people who were watching me play the Mother games. So I already have my hackles raised a little bit. Like, there's something deeper and darker about this because it's par for the course, you know? I half wonder if the art's going to change color-wise throughout the game. I wonder, too. Everything in the store page and Steam and everything has been black and white. But I haven't looked at any spoilers, so I really don't know how the game would progress. If color started to get introduced, it'd be interesting if they did it really, like, slowly. Like, one color at a time. And had purpose for it. Or maybe it just stays black and white and that becomes its defining characteristic that offsets it from other stuff. I don't know. Crafting. Sifrin. Can we craft anything? I don't. These are all grayed out, so I can't really do the thing. Deals scissors damage to an enemy. Scissors damage. Makes all friends faster. Give your turn to a friend, boosting their attack and crit chance. Interesting. They have some... It looks like this is going to be kind of strategic gameplay. I feel like Omori was kind of in that same vein, where it wasn't just you can win every fight by using fight and spells. I feel like Hylix was combat light. You could kind of spam most fights thinking very minimally and you would just get through the fight. Whereas Omori, and it looks like in Stars in Time, they care a little bit more about systems and like what you do with each character on their turn. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Music, I hope, will have a good impact. I'm liking the music so far. I can tell you that. Equip? Okay, I don't think we have anything else new to equip with the characters. And this is, we can equip everybody, even Bonnie, who is kind of like a last minute character. I wonder if that is to say that Bonnie was somebody they added to the game later in a patch, because the artwork feels very deliberate. Like there's 4 people, they take up 4 people's space, and then they shoved somebody in the corner. It kind of makes me feel like the original game might have been a 4-person party, and then they're like, no, we need to give more diversity of play and strategy, perhaps something like that. Also, if you're watching on one specific vertical platform and your stream ends right now, find me elsewhere. You can. Easy. Search my name. Search my name, and you will find me. Your stream might be ending right now, imminently. Yeah. Let's see. Right, I can't use my mouse, can I? Okay, I feel I really need to play Omori now. You haven't played Omori? I've heard so much good about it. So it's I don't know anything about like your age and maturity and all that sort of stuff, and you don't need to share that kind of stuff with me. Omori it's a fun, lighthearted, and somewhat young game. But if you are young, you'll probably love it. If you're a little bit older and you've already played a number of like psychological modern RPG sort of games, this one will skew kind of like juvenile of story, I feel like the designer, Omocat, the writer of the game, the developer of the game, I feel like her ideas were so vast, but so like not really reined in. Thematically, story-wise, character development, story arc, interpersonal conflicts. It was all very much something that I would expect from a younger writer, maybe like late high school, early college, and without anybody else weighing in to say, this is good, but you could do better by doing this, this, and this. This is kind of, it felt very homebrew and young. I don't want to say words like juvenile because I think people hear juvenile and think juvenile means bad, but it was good for the age group that I think it was set for. Now, if you tell me that Omocat is actually like somebody in their 40s, I'd be like, I feel it's kind of like not well sussed out for somebody of that age, unless they're just starting as a writer, as a narrative storyteller. That's ultimately the best, the thing that I think is good about Omori. Omori feels like it is somebody's early forays in storytelling, and yet is good for what it is. I believe, and I don't know anything about Omocat, the person that developed all this, but I believe Omori was their first, if not their first, one of their earliest projects, and is so diverse and interesting for what it is that you can forgive that it doesn't tackle deeper themes or finish on any more complex and nuanced level. The pacing is poor, and the ending is, while it might not be predictable, it's sort of like it's lacking depth, but it's still great. It's still a lot of fun, and everything along the way is just so much fun. It's so whimsical. It's worth it, even though, you know, I downplayed it a little bit. I have a feeling that Bonnie in the corner will be important later. I feel like she had to be added in like this because the game needed her, right? You wouldn't make the visual choice, the artistic choice to add somebody chibi with a lot less detail up in the corner screaming her own name if it weren't for some reason. It gave the game something that maybe it was missing originally. Yeah. I look forward to playing it, and I like games with maybe not the most modern RPG style. Yeah, I feel like Omori and a bunch of games in this same genre, they all sort of do that old school, turn-based, strategic, use items, use spells, help each other out with boosting or debuff the enemy, and you have to think a little bit. It's all kind of that strategic RPG gameplay. I like that. I like that style. Yeah. I'm so confused. That one stream that I said was probably going to quit is giving me more than an hour.
Kissing everything.
Roguelike games. Well, as I live and breathe. Welcome on in, you degenerates. You filthy, debased people for joining me. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. How dare you mistrust me with your community? How's it going? Welcome on in. Do you know In Stars in Time? I've been playing a bunch of games that my community has suggested are similar to the Mother or Earthbound games made by Nintendo. And this one's relatively new in this genre of games. It was made in 2023. And the people that know this game Love the crap out of it. So I'm so excited to try it out and see how it is. We're just starting. I say I've made a horrible decision. Yes, you have. This is one of my favorite games. Always glad to stop in on a stream. That's so exciting. How good. For those of you that are in my stream and are welcoming the Raiders, let's take a look and see why you should follow Roguelock Games. Do a little shout out.
It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming.
Oh, hang on. Shit.
On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell.
How dare you, Sans? You
True.
We played this game on the same day too.
I wasn't ready.
You were ready. That's an awful encounter. Sans, how dare you? You're so mean. So mean. To catch up on the video replay, need to get some sleep tonight. Sounds good. Yeah, everything that I do with all the mother-like games, they're all saved to a playlist. You can watch the VODs later on. Please, catch up at your own pace. And thank you so much for stopping in, even at your wit's end for sleep. Then I failed it 50 billion times. Honestly, same. Like, and people who love the crap out of Undertale are gonna hate that I played it as a first time or like a blind playthrough, and I wouldn't take spoilers. I definitely made some people miffed because I think people love on Undertale so much that they want their streamers, anybody who streams the game anew, to play it the right way. Which kind of sucks. Like, honestly, if somebody's playing the game for the first time, let them miss things. Let them not understand what the store system is like, especially when you meet the shaking dog person who is also one of the creators of the game. I think she did all the music, but now I can't remember her name. My brain wants to say Timmy or something like that. Temmie, yeah. Like there's a Temmie exploit that somebody talked to me about, and I was like, oh well, I'm not going to go back and try to do that. It's my first playthrough. I'm not gonna min-max the game, you know. And ultimately, I played through the game as best as I could passive, and I ended up accidentally killing, I think, like 2 characters along the way because I wasn't sure how to do the battles right, or I misunderstood the game early on, and ended up getting not the aggressive ending, not the passive ending. And I probably made a lot of people mad, but I had a lot of fun. It was a fun game, and I didn't play it perfectly my first time. And I challenge anybody who plays the game with no spoilers, no walkthroughs, and refusing to listen to the audience spoil the game for you to play it perfectly your first time. But still, it was such an interesting world. The story, just everything you learned along the way. It was wonderful. Even flawed, it was a great game. Yeah. Best way to play those kind of games, honestly. Yeah. At some point, I had to have my mods just delete or hide messages from me that were spoiling the game, and I just had to focus down on the game and talk to the people who were in chat just to talk. You want to experience on your own? Yeah, definitely. I was aware of the concept of pacifists versus genocide. I think I wasn't, but I think the game sort of sets you up for that, right? You can see in the menu systems, there's sort of like the way to be aggressive and the way to be passive. And I immediately chose passive, and it let me know right out of the gate. I think it says something like, you don't gain any experience for this. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Like, no experience means something. But I was also able to choose that path and get out of the fight. So maybe that's important that you can do that. I still didn't end up getting full pacifist, but yeah. Basically nothing else, and it was a good time. Good. Yeah. Honestly, games like that, I wish the community, and honestly, Undertale was the only time I experienced this. Not with any of the other Mother games, none of the Nintendo Mother games, not Omori, not Hylics, not anything else. Did people step in and say, you have to play the game this way? Only Undertale, people said that. And I just ignored them and had a good time. The way it subtly directs you is cool. Yeah, definitely. And I'm excited to see how this one plays out. So far, I love the art style. I love the music. The characterization right out of the gate is strong. They're not just like filler characters that say things you can expect. The game seems very well loved on. And the grayscale world it's an interesting choice, you know. Profile. Oh, interesting. We get to learn about each of the characters before we even really like play the game or get them talking to each other. That's kind of cool. I've noticed in other people's streams, it's kind of a crazy phenomenon with Undertale in particular. Yeah, I think if a game's really a phenomenon and people like love the story and the journey well enough, it can be hard to quell your, I want to say quell your tongue, but you're typing to a streamer, but just like, know your place and allow people to enjoy it as a first time experience. I've definitely had similar feelings. Like if you're showing somebody a show for the first time or a movie for the first time, and like they get a text message and they miss something that's story critical for later on. Like, what do you do right then? They're looking at their phone and they might have missed like an important visual cue. Do you rewind the show or the movie and say, hang on, you got to watch this? Because now you're ascribing a soft spoiler to the moment, right? You're like, look, this person notices this gun on the wall. It's going to be important at the 2-hour mark. It's a fine line to try to tread, right? Like, you want anybody to enjoy the media that you've enjoyed at the depth you have, but you also don't want to like ruin it for them along the way. Yeah. The art in this game makes me happy. It's great. It's perfect so far. It's just so great. Yeah. Everything in this game makes me happy. I'm loving the music. It just feels it's like if an NES game, as I feel like it feels like NES or SNES sort of era game based on, retro games that I know, but the art feels like just looking at regular art. They didn't try for a pixelated look. They didn't try to push it back into an era well before the game, was ever made. They just said, you know what, we can do this with modern, non-pixelated, just art. Just art. Then they're looking out for the gun. Yeah, exactly. I hate that. I just generally if I know a story or a movie or whatever requires a high level of attention because you're going to see stuff that's foreshadowing and later on you're going to be so excited that you watched the scene earlier and then you saw how it came to fruition. I will say it just at the very beginning. I'd be like, yo, you need to put your phone away, turn it off or put it on silent or turn it upside down or whatever. You can look at it in an hour and a half when we're done. But I really want you to focus heavy on this because it's a focus heavy movie or it's a focus heavy show or whatever. And just say it like that before they actually get involved in it. That I think is important. Yeah. Okay. So Sifrin is a he, they. It's you. So we're Sifrin. Got it. Weak to rock. So there's apparently a rock, paper, scissors mechanic here. We're rigged to rock, but we're resistant to paper, which it looks kind of like there's a scissors icon to the right of Sifrin there. So that's a thing. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, hi, Silvos. Everything's happening all at once. It's so good to see you, Silvos. I miss our 7 days. I don't know how to make it happen right now because, I quit my day job, right? Like we're just doing content creation for money and seeing if we can pay the bills. So it also makes it super hard for me to just like spend time playing games and stuff. But I want to get back to that at some point soon, hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much for joining my family of fledglings. We do exactly what we're doing right now almost every stream. We play games and we get into deep side chats and conversations. This is also every topic is on limits sort of chat. I am a highly anti-hate, anti-suffering sort of channel, but we talk about those topics that sometimes inspire hate and suffering because I think it's important to understand the motivations of the people that would ever adopt those viewpoints and then ridicule them for their awful foresight. So not to platform people by showing all sides of an argument, rather the opposite, to showcase so that people understand what's going on with the other side of the arguments or philosophies, and then denigrate them if their choices are short-sighted or overall increase suffering on this planet. And we also play games. Important thing to do. Honestly, the world is so full of polarized, radicalized people. I am trying through my one small brand to bring people back to high empathy, high consideration, and cautious thinking and protective analysis on the world instead of making knee-jerk, feels good to me sort of vibes, commonsensical viewpoints of the world that end up not being true. They just scratch primordial itches inside people, and then they end up exacerbating problems we've already got. I like to call myself a what's the word that I usually use? A flaming? No, probably not flaming. A staunch centrist, but I also feel like centrist is also a weaponized word that a lot of the right uses to hide their true motives. But I feel both left and right polarized so far in the last 6 years that we can't do enough for the masses because we're constantly politicizing and polarizing everything so that we are minimizing our ultimate benevolent effect on the world, and we can do better. So yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help with the high part. Hell yeah. Wait, what kind of high? Or snacks? Given that you're talking about snacks, now I wonder, just exactly what kind of high we're ascribing toward. Snacking's good. Although I have not been a snack goblin. I've kept snacks largely out of stream to try to change my body shape that the last 6 years of my life has largely reprogrammed how I look. Okay. So that's different. Stats, I'm called the Traveler. And then attack speed is pretty high, and attack is pretty high. Kind of glass cannon-y, and I figure with a sort of mage hat, that makes a whole lot of sense. Here's Mirabelle, she, her. Scissors and paper? How do you get to choose two? I'm confused. A house maiden from the town of Dormont. Interesting that we're partying with a house maiden. Blessed by the change god. Good for you. Weak to rock. I don't understand how that's possible if you have a paper hand up in your corner there, but sure. Resistant to scissors and paper, and immune to anything involving time freezes. Isabeau, we have not met this person just yet. Him, a fighter from the city of Juvent. He quit his job as a defender to join in this journey. Weak to paper, resistant to scissors. Just rock. Gotcha. Also, high defense compared to the other two. High attack compared to the other two. Lower on attack speed, though, and the lowest of luck so far. But also incredibly high hit points. And, Odile, we don't know anything about this person at all. Is she, her? A researcher of something from Kaboo. Her craft knowledge is unparalleled, and we have a craft submenu. Weak to scissors, resistant to rock, so the paper thing. But why? What does that mean? And then stats. Attack is the highest so far. Defense is the highest so far. That's weird. But health is among the lowest, if not the lowest. Yeah, the lowest so far. I'm so confused. So this is more glass cannon than me. Interesting. And then Bonnie. Look at everybody's profile picture and then Bonnie. What's going on there? Why does Bonnie also kind of look like, I don't know, character from One Piece? The kid is who Bonnie is. Level low. So they don't even get a level. Maybe there's sort of like a weird flavor add-on character, like a mascot character. HP is irrelevant. Attack doing their best. Oh, defense not great. Attack speed is just every 2 turns. And luck is very high, so that's good. I don't know that anybody else has what you would call high luck. Current experience, preteen. To next level, nope. So she's just kind of here for the lulz. Also, if you're a preteen, why does it look like you have gauged ears? Did your parents allow that? Did Claire's in the mall let you do gauges as a preteen? Even if you're 12, which is the highest age you can be before you're a teenager, I don't know if that's the right time in your life to get gauges. Maybe they're just big earrings. Big earrings, perhaps. Bonnie's stat sheet is fantastic. Yeah, honestly, chef's kiss. Now I understand why she's so tiny up there in the corner. As like, why are you so like angry and weird and chibi and and you have to say your own name like a Pokemon? And don't forget me, Bonnie. I'm up here in the corner. It's my name. I don't get the same font as everybody else, but look at me. Okay, are there any options we really want to mess with here? Always run on, probably. Command remember? Oh, I don't like that. I know what that is, and I don't generally want that. Message speed is fine in the middle. These are all fine. I'm using a mixer, so I don't just mess with those. All the effects on are fine. Add a rock, paper, scissors cheat sheet during battles. I know how rock, paper, scissors work. I hope you all know too. If you don't, I'll go throw it with you in the game. Gamepad, keyboard. We don't want to configure all that. Button prompts are set for the PC. That's fine. General. Is this the same stuff but broken down to subsections? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, let's exit that menu. Load. We've got no save slots. Quit. We're not going to do that just yet. Okay. Let's actually play this game, shall we? Hi. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Do you have anything else to say to me, bird? Let's do some Mother 3. Let's actually chat. Daydreaming one. The woman is daydreaming, singing softly under her breath. Oh, hi. You're one of the saviors, aren't you? Yes, maybe. I recognize you. And you traveled with a few people, right? You traveled with, I mean, all these are correct, right? Let's talk about Mirabelle, though, because that's the one character that we were just talking to. Yeah. Mirabelle! I know her. She's from here. What a wonderful young woman. I never talked to her much, though. I wonder, though. Is she the youngster? Is she the younger or older sister of your group? I didn't see ages. I don't really know. What's up, advertisement? It's TV time. I don't know what that means, but hi and welcome. It does look like we're playing a game that has old school TV proportions, yeah? Is this technically 4:3 aspect ratio? That's what old TVs were, right? 4 wide by 3 high. Something like that. Oh, you too. It is TV time, I guess. Wait, are you guys part of a raid? Well, come on in. See, the younger or older sister of your group. She'd fit both, wouldn't she? Sure, I'm just starting this game. I have no idea. You laugh awkwardly. Good answer. Good answer. And that's the end of that conversation. I'm going to walk away now. This bookcase is filled with a series of novels called The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Chateau meaning castle, right? You'll never tell? Okay. Well, feel free to hang. Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump my mic. You've seen Mirabelle read one issue, so you assume the series is about romance. That must be where Mirabelle's into. And also about terrible things happening to good people. It sounds like Game of Thrones. Or, the books are called Song of Ice and Fire. Wait, I thought I would read the other side and it would be something different, but I guess not. A pile of notes explaining the themes and hidden Easter eggs in the series, The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Oh, this person really loves this one series, yeah? A torch. It burns brightly. You can see even more books peeking from under the bed. And you are? Castle-loving one. The end of the world is fine and all, but I only have one regret. Wait, is the world ending? Is that why we're going after the king? I won't be able to know what happens to Lord Josephandra in the final issue of The Cursing of Chateau Castle. Did he manage to protect his castle to the very end? Did he finally find his friend Pierre Jacques Ernest? Did he finally find more about himself? Oh, I'll never know. Is that really what they're worrying about today? Yeah, really. A book series? This feels like Prey Moon Crash all over again, where we had to read that god-awful series of books. Even regular Prey had them, though, right? Yeah, those were awful. Not their imminent death or anything. Is everybody here destined to die? Is that what we're talking about? Weird. So maybe we're playing a very apocalyptic game. The bookcase is filled with this area. Oh, do these all say the same thing? Maybe I shouldn't read them. Yeah. Okay. I would assume one bookcase has something different, but perhaps not. This door must lead to the rest of the house. But you can't go there. You've been told going farther than the first room in other people's houses is very rude. Okay. Valgardian customs are so weird. Understood. Bye. We won't go to the rest of your house. It feels good to finally be on the side of those who know. I'm so intrigued. That sounds so deep, yo. The castle guy's expression is actually a bit terrifying. There's something kind of weird, right? Like, have you ever met somebody whose entire life is fashioned around like one thing? Like, it's the only thing they talk about. It's the only thing they know. And I don't mean this to sound like it's just a like a neurospicy, maybe on the autism spectrum person who's like, everything they know is like the Aragon series of books and the dragons in that world and the folklore and everything, or like Warhammer, and they can tell you about 40,000 years of dwarf history off the top of their head without referencing anything. They've just memorized that shit. But it's also what we perceive as like normative people. I've spoken to folks whose entire identity is like sports. They're like, hey, you into basketball? Shit, me too. College basketball? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Duke University in 1993 had this one forward who was just like insane. And his stats were this, this, and this. But then he got transferred because, you know, his family moved him to a different university and there was some playing there. And they're like, you know, paid this $2 million contract to get him onto another university sports team. And after that, his stats tanked. And at some point, my eyes roll back in my eyes. I'm like, you're not this guy. It's just fucking basketball. This is as important to my life as the guy who's telling me about Aragon or like Warhammer dwarf history. And it's so weird that at least in the US, memorizing sports stats is seen as a lot less neurospicy than like memorizing fantasy or like Dungeons and Dragons stats. But like, if you know the player's handbook from cover to cover versus if you know the Chicago Bulls like 2005 season from person to person and all their stats, you're on the spectrum. It doesn't matter. You're on the spectrum. Thank you for the lurk support. Imminent Teddy, please say hi. Yeah. No, totally not looking with pickled eyes. Stop, I'm being glucked. Okay, it's not true. At some point, it becomes you literally can't talk to them if you don't know their interest. Yeah, that's what it is, really. Like, if somebody is so narrow that it's like, you can talk to me about Digimon and only that. You can talk to me about, Jesus Christ. Minecraft and only that. You can talk to me about Arc Raiders and only that. All I'm playing right now is Arc Raiders, and it's the only thing we could talk about. If you could talk to me about the loot tables in this one area and you know, how to min-max my character and like what you're doing to sort of like every day that you play, if you can play for 5 hours a day, how do you use those 5 hours to the maximum benefit of your character? And you have nothing else to talk about. You didn't watch any shows. You didn't read any books. You didn't go outside and talk to anybody. You're not political. You're not philosophical. You don't have anything else except the stuff that you consume. And you only consume one channel. I have significant difficulties talking to you. Even if I do know what you're talking about, I don't want to talk to you about just that one thing. There are some things that I know. And if you only talk to me about that one thing, I go, oh, you're one of those. Gotcha. I understand. Yeah. It's kind of tough with some people. Definitely. What is that alert? Oh, yeah. Somebody went off on a lurk. They're lurking. So they're still like a viewer of the stream. They'll add to my total numbers of people watching the stream, but they have to go away from keys to go be a human being. Shy is surprised. Yeah, you know the song. Honestly, it's one of my favorite songs from the last 10 years. When was that released? It's been a few years now, but it's been my lurk alert for a long time. And in fact, if you unlurk, you also get another line from that too. Can we research this? Some flowers. They smell like flowers. Good. Some flowers. Okay. Same canned message. Hi. What is this? What are these dancing things? a little figure of the change god. Oh, this is Mirabelle is a change god blessed, isn't she? It's been crafted to dance slightly. This one looks very stylish. What about this other one? Can we see it? It's a closet. It's filled with many beautiful dresses. Did we actually open the closet? I think that's kind of rude. Just like walking through somebody's door. Hi. Stylish one. Big hat. Impossibly warm-looking cloak. You must be one of the people traveling with Mirabelle. She's pretty well known around here. The chosen one, you know. Because the god, right? Blessed by the change god with the power to save Vogard. Plus, before all this, she was a house maiden at the House of Change nearby. She'd take classes, help out with the chores, help the other house maidens with their studies and craft. Little perfect Mirabelle. Uh-oh, do I sense a tinge of jealousy? Huh. As for me, I think she's the most wonderful being on earth. Okay. Not jealous. Fandom, clearly. No wonder the change god blessed her when she's this wonderful. I used to go to the house a lot for my classes, and she was always there taking the class with me. I've never had a class I didn't share with her. She's so cool, so helpful, so driven. Honestly, we're kind of best friends. ... Even though I've never had a single conversation with her. Talking to people is hard. You get it. You hope she'll get to talk to Mirabelle before tomorrow. Oh God. That's cute, but kind of sad at the same time. Yeah. I love Rob Cantor. Honestly, 100%. Big fans here. A desk. There's a half-written letter on it, along with a pile of blank paper. Oh, those are my drafts for Mirabelle's letter? Don't look, please. You look away. Okay. It's the same thing over here. Gotcha. I don't know how many drafts she has on this thing. What happens if I subscribe? Do it. Give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I think I got something for you. If you do. What's in the bookcase? Books about a variety of subjects, from woodworking to psychology. Some are written in Voodoo. God, that's a hard word to try to pronounce. You wonder if this stylish lady is from there. A dresser. Do not touch! Oh, is it your unmentionables? My... Oh, this is like Omoni. Every time I guess what the dialogue is, it ends up being the dialogue. That's so cute. My unmentionables are inside. I love when the developers or... It happened! Thank you so much for this. Welcome to my family of fledglings. We're slowly trying to build a community up to sustainable levels of doing this for a business. So spread the word. If I'm your favorite, small streamer, I'm just going to roll with it like that was absolutely a word I was looking for. Favorite? That's another word I could use. If I'm your favorite small streamer, please help me become a bigger content creator than I am. Because I am now officially doing this to support the household. Live streaming, content creation, the whole shebang. Quit my day job and decided that it was time to try to be a content creator full-time and see what the heck it does for me. Yeah. Wish me luck. Or help if you know anything about content creation as a career. Funky man. It's crazy. It might be the biggest mistake of my life. Might be the best mistake of my life. We'll see. Don't worry. You're my... Wait, I'm sorry. What? Don't worry. You're my Frederick is at stream. I have no idea what that means. Try again. Also, the only other stream in it right now. Oh, person streaming this game, which is why I rated. Love that. Thank you. I wish this. Here's the one thing. I don't know why the platform doesn't tell me that you actually came in like on a raid. Thank you for coming in and raiding. I just wish. I wish something like fanfare and panache, something would come up and say this is a raid. I didn't get anything like UI related saying, hey, welcome your actual raider. Oh, right. ISAT in Stars in Time streamer. You're right, Frederick. Were you trying to say favorite or favorite? And it like auto corrected to Frederick. That's funny. YouTube does, but the pop-up only appears for all of 10 seconds. Oh, really? Lame. I hate that. And I'm actually not watching. I don't see on my screen, or I have 3 monitors up right now, and not on any one of them do I have YouTube actually visible for me. I'm only watching through OBS right now. So there's some stuff that if it's like platform direct pop-up, I don't necessarily see it, which sucks. They need to fix that. I need to have some sort of webhook that lets me know when that kind of stuff happens, or make my own like alert based on that. So if there is something like it's API signaled that a raid comes through, then I can make an alert for it through my bot. The pop-up was there for a moment. I'm pretty sure it's just not really noticeable. Lame. We got to fix that. We got to do something about that. Okay, so we guessed right. The unmentionables are inside. Oh, you leave the dresser alone. Yeah, we're not trying to make anybody feel uncomfortable here. You're not sure what it is, but it has something to do with the change belief. Mirabelle has a similar brooch design. This door must lead to the rest of the house, but you can't go there. Okay, it's all the same. Yeah, canned message there. It's new, I think. No idea how to automate it either. So I do use a bot that's kind of on the nerdier side, and it's got some like deep API. I think it has every API call mapped, but that also depends on the platform to support the API to allow bots to access it. So if I wanted to make an alert and a sound and a big visual and a big celebration for what you just did, everybody has to capitulate. My bot has to allow it. The platform has to support it in their API. It's not guaranteed, which sucks. Wait, I can't squeeze myself through there. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that looks like you can interact with it, like the little flowers and stuff. But I guess not everything is interactable. Pew pew. Pew pew. That's how I'm going to say that the birds sound. They sound like lasers. They sound like 1970s lasers. That's a barrel. It sure is. And that's a fisherman right there. I'm pretty sure. I don't access the API directly. It's a bit above me still. Yeah, me either. I only do stuff that the bot that I use. I used to use, I forget what it's called, but it was wait, what was it? Streamlabs? Streamlabs had a bot. Streamlabs chatbot, Streamlabs cloud bot, whatever it was called. I used that one for a while. It was so limited. I really couldn't do a whole heck of a lot with it. And I eventually really fell out of love with Streamlabs. And I switched to a way nerdier, way harder to use bot. But luckily, if you find a significantly nerdy enough streaming bot, you can also find somebody on YouTube that just gives free tutorials for that shit. And so I found a couple people who are like fantastic at just explaining, okay, this bot's hard. Here's what you do to use it. And I just followed their tutorials and did a bunch of stuff that way. And it turned out pretty well. I use StreamerBot. It's streamer.bot, and their website is streamer.bot. And I've really enjoyed this one. It is hard to set up. It's not intuitive. It's not easy. And it's not friendly. But what it is powerful. And so if you can watch a tutorial and just do what they tell you to through the tutorial, you can use this bot. Yeah. I still just use Stream Elements. I don't like Stream Elements, to be perfectly honest. Not a fan. Fishing one. So everybody is a one, I guess. Hee hee hee. I am fishing. You look like someone who would like fishing. Will I? Is there fishing in this game? I feel like fishing is a time sink in every game. Because fishing is always like you press a button and then you wait like between 5 and 10 seconds for the game to do something RNG at you. It always feels like this game has 40 hours of gameplay. Let's add fishing. Oh, look, there's 50 hours of gameplay. But the hours of gameplay that have been added is you can stand by a body of water and press one button to cast, and then another button to reel in, and then you get fish. I personally am a fan of fishing in real life, but I don't understand fishing in games. Stream Elements technically has custom commands. I could look at it again, but I'm also really happy with my bot now. But I'm still learning it, hopefully to add some stuff with it. Oh, cool. Hoping I can do chat interactability commands through it. I'm sure you can. That's something that I think almost every bot has is chat does or says something or, engages in some way, and then you give them something as a result. That way they have a reason to, they can talk to you in chat, but they can also then mess with the stream or have fun with the bot in some way. I think it's worthwhile. Yeah. To each their own. Yee. Would you like to fish for a little bit? Sure. If it'll get me free stuff in the game. Why not? Oh, he seems so happy. He's kind of got that smug smile on his face. Like, yeah, I'm going to get some fish. Yes, we could do it now. That's fine. That's fine. Do it now. Do it now. Fishing, huh? You don't really know how to do this. Okay, we're going to learn. You take the fishing pole they're offering you. Choose a lure the same shade as the water. Isn't everything grayscale? Check the fishing pole. Throw it in the water. Throw the fishing pole in the water. And sit down and wait. Yeah, this feels right. Fishing time. ... Dot, dot, dot. This game is making fun of fishing, right? This is a joke. This is a parody. There are so many games that give you fishing, and it is as entertaining as this game is making fun of. You didn't catch anything. Surprise, surprise. That's too bad. Hee hee hee. Okay, bye. I'm so glad I did that minor cutscene with you. Some flowers. There's some flowers. Okay. It's just the same shit. Hello? Small desk with some flowers on it. Cool jeweler says, oh, don't look in that drawer, stranger. It's my awful necklaces I made and need to throw away drawer. Okay. Okay, bye. The fishing slander was so funny, knowing nothing happens. It's, I feel like I already know the developer of this game because I've made a couple strong predictions already and then they've come true. And it's like, damn, we're on the same wavelength. I feel like this is my tribe already. That's a barrel. Yeah, we saw that message before. We already read this. The same thing on this. A book on crafting jewelry. We'll talk to you in a sec. Is every door doing the same thing here about Vogard? Okay. We just won't keep watching doors. A kitchen station. Lots of spicy stuff there. Hell yeah. Tonight's dinner, I had bún chao yo, which is a Vietnamese vermicelli noodle, rice noodle dish. You got rice noodles, bean sprouts, shredded lettuce, shredded cabbage, fish sauce, and then on top you put your protein of choice. I did what are they called in English? The deep fried little egg rolls. I guess egg rolls would be the right term. Egg rolls and shrimp on top. And I took probably 5 or 6 bites, and I'm like, God, there's something terribly wrong here. What am I doing wrong? Why is this food not right? And it dawned on me, I forgot to ask for the chili oil. And if you know, you know, if you eat Southeast Asian food and you don't add, there's one chili oil that's superior to all the others. It is it's full of sediment. You have to take the small spoon that it comes with and mix it a little bit. And you have to pull up the dregs, because in the dregs are these crunchy, seedy, the skin of the roasted peppers that's all been pulverized and everything. You get that stuff. You don't get the oil at the top. You get the sediment at the bottom, and then you spread that onto your food and you mix it all up really well. And the spice level goes up to it's not so spicy you can't taste the rest of the flavors, but it unlocks the food. You know, the food by itself kind of tastes ingredients based. You taste all the foods separately like they're ingredients to something. Yeah, the chili oil, and it becomes a meal, at least for me. And I would have added even more, but hi, Toady. It's been a long time. But I also feel like if I add more than 1 or 2 scoops of chili oil or chili crunch or whatever you call it, past that, I risk the worst bathroom visits afterwards. I'm just going to say it. At some point, it's dangerous after that. Toady, how's it going? I feel like it's been a hot minute. What's good in your world? What's good in 2026? Well, I want spicy food more now, but probably not at 2 a.m. A kitchen station. Oh, it's just the same thing. A closet filled with... Hey. ... Oh, apparently I can't say or see. You leave the closet alone. Okay. You're not sure what it is? Is it something to do with change belief? Yeah, we already read that. Some crafted paintings of the jeweler and her wife. Is that her wife there that's glowy white outline, or what's going on there? They both look happy. Okay, let's talk to the person in front of the book first. Hello. Welcome to my home, complete stranger. Oh, you're one of the people traveling with that Mirabelle, aren't you? What do you mean that Mirabelle? What does that even mean? One of the saviors. And I'd have no choices. I hate the on rails cover. Why even give me the option to choose anything when you can only choose one choice? Yes, I like going into strangers' homes, apparently, says I. Don't we all? Since you're here, can you help me? Sure. I'm trying to figure out which necklace to give my lovely, wonderful, beautiful wife. Okay, calm down. Slow your roll. You're already married. You don't have to say all that. Just kidding. I kid. She stops what she's crafting and she shows you 2 necklaces. One with round beads and one with teardrop shaped ones. Next to her, her wife is not moving an inch. So that is her wife. Is her wife a statue? What's going on? ... I like the teardrop one better personally. What do you guys think? It's going, just kind of existing. Me too, but also kind of exhausting. I'm trying a lot this year but I feel like I'm not doing the things that I'm saying that I'm trying, which is why on stream I've been so quiet about what the hell full-time content creation means. Because if you look at just like all of my different channels, you might notice not like a whole lot. I'm not generating like a whole lot right now. Part of that is it's hard to explain without spoiling or doxing or committing myself to stuff that I can't say just yet. But I've been tired a lot. Very tired. Even my voice tonight is failing, and I've barely been streaming 2 hours, and my voice is already like, good luck getting through the rest of tonight, bitch. Because I'm already going to take away 30% of the what frequencies that you usually talk in. Like, fuck. How am I going to do this? I'm going to say teardrop, honestly. You're right. I think she'd be happy about this one. I hope I chose the right one. She gently attaches the necklace around her wife's neck and looks at her for a while. ... Yeah. Hey, make sure to defeat the king tomorrow, okay? Why? I thought I was just helping you choose jewelry. Okay. Well, I was gonna anyway. I'd like to ask my wife which one she actually prefers. What does that mean? Is there something like her wife got turned into a statue by the king, and if we defeat the king, we free her wife? I'm just trying to infer some stuff. Don't answer my questions. I'm making guesses as to what the hell is happening with the king here. Yeah. Looking off to the side. What do you mean? Why are you so hesitant? Okay, bye. That was that room. Did we already talk to this guy? Smug one. Oh, hey, traveler. You're not from Vogard, are you? That's the rumor, at least. I'm from Poteria myself. I came to Vogard to further my studies a few months ago. Poteria, huh? How are you liking Vogard? I seem to be politely asking. It's a lot of pressure saving the world. Yeah. Imagine you're just like meeting people shopping around. You go to the grocery store and somebody looks at you in line and is like, oh, it's Riel. Hey, you're going to save us all tomorrow, right? How do you take on that pressure when everybody knows who you are and what your job is? Ugh, no thanks. That's too much. That's too much for me. How are you liking Vogard? It's nice, right? Lots of scholars, good food, welcoming people, especially their houses of change. Oh, are you religious? They let everyone in and aren't shy about sharing their knowledge, even if you don't follow their belief. Oh. More of a secularist, perhaps. It's strange, right? I've traveled a lot, but I've never been to a country with such welcoming people. I could move here, to be honest. ... Well, it's a little awkward right now with the king. I might actually be forced to move here. What does that mean? Permanently. Okay. ... I should pick a good spot to be frozen in. Oh, the king is turning people into statues. That's not lovely. Not that I think you won't win tomorrow, of course. Oh God, they know we're the saviors too. My goodness. I have faith you'll win, of course. ... Vogard is very welcoming. People always notice you're not from here, but they're more likely to ask if you'd like to stay at their home for a bit than anything else. Except when they tell you, I hope you kill the king. That's weird. That's weird. Can we talk to this one looping person? Hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome. What do you... hello? Running one. Oof. Look at you. So scrawny. Scrawny one. Did you know you can press shift to run? I did not. You should give it a try sometime. Oh, and did you know you can turn on always run in your options menu? I think I already have that on. So you can run all the time. Did you know? Did you know about this? Did you know pressing shift makes you run? Did you know you can run all the time by going into the options menu? Shut up. Please stop talking to me. Do you run? Do you like running? Good God. More of a lazy, take it easy type. Disgusting. 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 I mean, understandable. You look like you've never ran a day in your life. I hate to say it, but it's you've never run. If you have the word have, and you have a vowel changing verb like old school English, you have to change it to the you. Like, you've never drunk, you've never swum, you've never run. Anyway. So you need to build up those muscles. Get fast. Get swole. And press shift to run. Jesus. Rude. You may look scrawny, but you're definitely the fastest one out of your group. I think, yeah, I'm already running. I'm permanently running. If I hold shift, I go into a walk mode, which I already hate. I hate walking. I do not want to walk. What is this thing? Statues, big and small, all with different faces. Is that the change god? Just looks like a robot, honestly. Some of them have sad eyes, other a bright smile. A few are animated by craft, and one jumps around and bumps gently into your foot. Is craft like magic in this world, the way they describe it? Don't answer that question. Just asking myself. Cool, neat, fun. I like that. I love that. The change god, deity worshipped by all of the country of Vogard, stands before you. Oh, we're going into a cutscene I didn't expect. You have trouble believing you're finally here. Almost at the end of your journey. We just started this game. What are we talking about? we started. We haven't even played anything in here. Almost at the end of our journey, though, I guess. It was only a few months ago that you met Mirabelle. Oh, are we doing a flashback? Is that how this game is framed? Perhaps. So much has happened since then. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, God. What the heck happened to the art? We're definitely Omori land now with, very hand-drawn style. It was almost a year ago now that the king appeared. He looks like a ghost that's wearing a sheet and has a floating crown for I don't know how you do that. Year ago now that the king appeared, seemingly out of nowhere, possessing immense craft power, he spread his curse across the country of Vogard, freezing in time everything in its path. With Dormont's House of Change in his control, he patiently waits. Who's Dormont, and why does controlling this house matter? I wonder. Okay. For he knows his curse can only be reversed if he is defeated. His victory would be all but determined, if not for Mirabelle. Oh. Here we understand why the heck we're with Mirabelle. She's apparently the importantest person in this world, perhaps. Aw. Your friend Mirabelle is the only survivor of the House of Dormont after the king froze everyone inside in time and locked the gates. So they survive, They just can't move. And if you offed the king, would that unfreeze everyone, technically? Perhaps. Everyone says she was blessed by the change god themselves with the power to fight back the king's curse, making her the only one able to save Vogard. But she can't do it alone. She's got to have her 3 friends, right? Her 3 friends like me. Sifrin's important, right? When you met her, she was already traveling with Isabeau and Odile, trying to get the orbs necessary to open the house's gates and defeat the king. Is that the door? It kind of looks like a weird ghost thing wearing black, but I also see something that maybe looks like... Oh, I think it's a knife. I think Sifrid's like stabbing a knife through the thing. And the thing's like, ow. It kind of also looks like an octopus tentacle. Do you ever play any of the Maniac Mansion games? And they have all the tentacles that they're just like sentient tentacles that hop around on the land and have stories of their own. Because the things on that thing's body kind of look like suction cups to some degree to me. Imagine not being the main character of your own game. I hate to say this, but I was reading a book on how to write books. It was by Neil Gaiman. And I like Neil Gaiman's work. I think, if anybody's going to give advice in book form on how to write a book, he's got a good inside track on what makes stories work well. He knows how to sell his works. Even though not all of his works are made to be sold, a lot of them are. He does it as a business, and he's looking at it from a business perspective. And one of the things he said is, make sure that the person that you're following in a story, that they are the most important person to follow, that there's a reason to follow them. If you can think of the world in terms of there's somebody more poignant, more useful, more nuanced, more great than this, then you've picked the wrong character. And you got to rewrite the story so that you're following that most important person. It's a thought. I don't think it always happens. And I think in some cases, the narrative framing of not being the most important person, but being somebody who interacts with them in some way or learns from them in some way. I know some stories are sort of like the, what is it called? The archangel archetype, where there's a character who runs around in the story's world from beginning of a movie to the end, or beginning of a game to the end, and you don't see them change, and you don't expect them to change. They start out great, they end great, but what you expect is there's another character in that story, maybe multiple, who, upon interacting with the archangel character, go through a story arc. They're flawed. There's something off. There's something incomplete, unsatisfied, or just not as beneficial to that person or their relations. And they meet the archangel and they change for the better. Now, who is that story about? I would argue it's about the most dynamic character. If you're a dad and you become better at being a dad and better at being a good husband, or better at your job, or sacrificing for your country, or, fantasy stories, being a better wizard or warrior or whatever, and somebody else has stepped in and made that for you. They could be bombastic and great and wonderful people, but you're the dynamic nature. You're the person that people are probably most interested in learning about. It's a total trap I fell into when I first started writing. Definitely. 100%. The main character of my first book was not nearly as interesting as a side character that I clearly liked more. Which is when you stop and you think, if you were going to follow the side character's story, how would you write that, right? what would you do from their perspective? How would you make that interesting? And I think there are some exceptions to writing just the most important character. I think I didn't read this, but I know Orson Scott Card, after writing Ender's Game, wrote stories, or at least one story, from somebody else's perspective in the same world as Ender's Game, at the same time as Ender's Game, but somebody who is lesser. And writing about the same story you already wrote and filling the world out from like different perspectives, that's just kind of like an interesting idea to try. I don't think a lot of people liked the other Ender's stories that weren't Ender's Game nearly as much as they like Ender's Game, but I think it was worth trying. Definitely. I ended up doing a total concept rewrite. Nice. And did in fact follow that character. That's smart. That's a good thing. I have a fantasy quadrilogy in the works. I'm on book 1. I've finished the book, but it needs to go through extensive and exhaustive rewrites before I'm ready to start looking for next steps. And the main character is not necessarily the coolest right out of the gate, but I'm also writing something that's more like the Indian saga style, where the main character is maybe weaker or the weakest among the protagonists, and she grows into the most important character. So she might not be the biggest, baddest person in the room when you're first reading, and she's, meeting other people along the way sort of thing. But you are following the most important character. You just don't see it right at first, but you'll get there. And by the end, you'll be like, okay, I see why you followed her, And I like those sort of like slow burn stories. Trying to get the orbs necessary to open the house gates and defeat the king. So that's another little clue. We do need to start making orbs happen, perhaps. Assuming we are running off to go defeat this king character. You helped them defeat a particularly strong sadness. Is that what we're looking at? And seeing your strength, they asked for your help. So what is a sadness and why is it a capital S? And is this fantasy world that we're in like the Omori fantasy world, where it's all sort of like allegorical to some awful real world stuff? You had nothing better to do, so you decided to accompany them. Why do I feel like that's in quite a large percentage of Dungeons and Dragons campaigns? Get your friends together. They don't really have a background in the game. They're just choosing whatever concept art looks best for race and class. They don't know. They just talk to each other. Okay, well, the game probably needs a tank. All right, I'll be the tank. Okay, none of the rest of us have to be a tank. Thanks. And then the DM goes, okay, how do you all meet? Got to come up with a way that you all converge together. I can help a little bit, but you got to make this happen too. And somebody's like, my character had nothing better to do, so they decided to accompany the others. They came downstairs from their tavern room and said, oh, I'll join your adventure. I don't know what else I was doing tomorrow. Washing my hair. This whole party setup is so D&D, right? Yeah. That's why I was talking at the beginning. I was looking at their stats. I was like, okay, this character's more glass cannon than this character. This person has the highest health and defense. They're clearly the tank. Yeah. And Bonnie, I feel like she feels like such DLC. Okay, I haven't asked a lot of questions about the game so far, because I want to just be like pleasantly surprised. But I gotta know from somebody that knows the game, is Bonnie like a later add, because I feel like the game has a certain vibe and finish and polish to it, and I feel like she's been injected in later as like supplementary content, and we're playing as, because I never played the game when it was fresh, but I feel like she's officially a part of everything canon now, but maybe not, maybe wasn't right at the very beginning. Makes me curious. Bonnie was always part of the game? Weird. It's so interesting. What a different take. Yeah. They're just meant to fill that side character kind of role. Gotcha. Just the that one mascot-y, kind of goofy, but also invincible to anything bad character. My first thought, and this is just old IP, but it came around again on Adult Swim, I think. The Thundercats, they had this one character, Snarf, and he was like all the characters were 80% human, 20% cat, but Snarf was like 80% cat. And he just ran around saying wise things like, you should listen to me because I'm wise. And he never got into any real trouble except for comedic hijinks, because the story needed some character with levity. And then they eventually made like a baby Snarf, because Snarf was cute but not cute enough. So like, how do we make him even cuter? And then they made like a child Snarf. It's funny. Yeah, they're the kid. You're right. A few weeks later, you met Bonnie, completing your little team. Okay. You saw a lot of Vogardian cities during your travels, some frozen, some not, and did your best to sidestep the slowly encroaching curse. How does that work? Does this guy just emit a largely growing aura or ripple of time stop? Interesting. Don't answer that. But still, you all kept going. Mirabelle kept going to honor the Change God's blessing, save her beloved house, and save Vogard. Isabeau came with her after Vogard's defenders themselves refused to help. Isabeau's like, you all are cowards. This is our job. Odile came to satisfy her curiosity about Vogard, the scientist glass cannon. And because, she said, leaving the fate of a country to a bunch of young ones would give me an ulcer. Yeah, that seems right. Bonnie came to save their sister, frozen by the curse. That makes sense. Good for you. Congrats. You're here because there's nothing else for you to do. Yes, we've already established that. I'm bored and I'm highly interceptible to just put my services towards anything. I don't care. I'll do whatever. What else are you supposed to do except travel with them? That might be another thing. If you really didn't have a good excuse and somebody was like, we need to save the world. These people, this king is being a bad actor and we need to like fix it. And you just go, I was just gonna lie on my bed and like look up at the ceiling and try to make shapes out of what I saw for like the next week. So if that's the week you're gonna go like try to take out the king, I'm already busy. I'm already committed. Yeah, I don't know. But we don't know. What else do we have to do? Once, Mirabelle asked you if you were okay. Uh-oh. Are we getting into the Omori, like, psychoanalysis part of our character? Following them on a journey to save the country, she felt guilty. Felt like she was forcing everyone to follow her on a hopeless quest. You wanted to put her at ease, so you said easily and truthfully that traveling with everyone was the happiest you could remember being. I'm getting Omori vibes. I'm definitely getting some vibes here that there's something darker and deeper underneath. Why would this be your happiest moment? That means every moment besides this one has been sadder by contrapositive, right? Interesting. She looked upset. Yeah, rightfully so. She knows what's going on. Like, what do you mean this is the happiest? There's been no more happier than this before? Why? You cringe just thinking about it, truth be told. Yeah, that was kind of a cringe answer. Maybe not the most considerate thing you could have said to someone with her problems at that moment. Yeah, she's got a world to save. Not so much thinking about getting you hooked up with the Italian leftovers guy. I don't know what that means. My brain went off into a really weird dream state or something. Stale, cold noodles coming out of the fridge. I have no idea what's going on. Let me take a break. I wonder if my streamer brain is like disenfranchising from reality for a second. Maybe. But yeah, she's got bigger problems, like a king, to deal with. Okay, take a break. I'll be right back. That's not my break screen. There it is.
You have succeeded.
Oh my god. I can feel more than that.
Attention, for you'll never see this revelation again.
Okay. Let's pay attention, everybody. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hi. Can we take a picture of that? Can we take a picture of that? What just happened? No, 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 no. No, no, no. I didn't see it.
Until we journey together again.
I don't like what I just saw because I wasn't able to record that anywhere. I tried to take a picture and the game said no. That's not fair. I have no idea what I just saw. I did not track those colors. And then when we are in the kitchen, we also, you know, procreated twice recently, and so those like little toddler sort of things, they like to fight, they like to get underfoot, they like to cause the biggest problems when we're making food, because that's when our hands are dirty and it's hard to deal with them. Losing out on resources, like your people who are going to help you out, we're slowly like dying off and leaving or getting, you know, ushered out, and that felt really panicky and bad for a game that didn't really like rely on that mechanic. But this one didn't feel like there was much room for failure. I mean, we failed a few times, but you always just retried right.
Okay. There you go.
I know you could be watching this on VOD in your own sweet, sweet time. That's okay. I say night because it is night here. And I am a night creature who is doing a night. Having a night with you. Whatever your nighttime is. Sun in the day, bright in the sky, very high up sun. Still night. Still a night with us. Oh, you're so fun. I want to make like a baby and spend 9 months inside you. What the hell? Oh, lovely. Well, I'd like to thank you all for... Yes!
I saw you coming and I was like, what is that?
What a wonderful way to end it all. Look at all those umbilical cords.
All at once. How glorious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I micro slept while I was streaming earlier. I got up, I moved around, I got some more blood flow to my brain. But I think the music was so beautiful, and we were just like so calm and peaceful. And like, there's just so much backstory happening near the beginning. Hasn't really been a lot of gameplay so much as like learning the lore and the world and everything. That for half a second I glitched and I went into like a dream state. Like I did a little bit of a micro dream and was like still talking and looking at the camera at the same time. Which is a little disconcerting that can happen. It kind of adds like a weird sort of, not fear, but maybe mild anxiety mechanic that if I sleep deprive myself enough, I don't like fall asleep or get like tired and like unable to speak at keys. But that I've done entertainment and on-camera stuff for so many years. So much of my life, and I'm trained in it and everything too. Lettered in drama in high school. That if my body starts to like give out because I'm as tired as I am, and I'm tired today, I've been majorly sleep deprived the last like 3 or 4 days for reasons. That I don't necessarily even recognize or realize that I'm losing consciousness or that I've shifted into dream state. I'm talking in my sleep while also streaming at the same time, while also having my eyes open. That's crazy. I feel like that might have been what happened just now. I want to rewatch the stream at this point. We're at like what, 2.5 hours? I'll have to remember that. Interesting. Anyway, we'll see. If I feel like I need to like sleep, shut down for the night and go lie down and just get my restorative sleep starting and happening, I'll let you guys know. Or you can let me know politely if you see I'm really becoming a mess and I'm not following the game properly because there's something cognitively disparate in what's going on with me on stream versus what's actually happening in the game. Let me know that it's time for me to end stream early. But after getting up and moving around a bit, I feel better. But tomorrow, one way or another, your journey will end. As Kingslayers, I don't know. But something's going on here. And sadly, for whatever reason, our character, Sifrin, he just, they're just in it because they're bored, I guess. ... Okay, all of that whole cutscene was just from me staring at the Change God statues up here, some of which are jiggly. More ... You should believe something very strongly at the Change God. Do I have a thing? Or is this encouraging me in the future that once I have my thing, I will come back here and I will focus on the Change God? That's how those work, right? I don't know, is it? Mirabelle and Isabeau taught you before, so they're our religious party members. Can't just ask for things because the change belief considers this lazy. So I need to... Well, it said believe something hard, but maybe we also need to sacrifice then? It's the Change God. Only pure belief. Oh, you don't have to do something more. You just have to... You got to want so much. Pure belief and confidence in yourself will do. Gotcha. It's a mindset thing. With the Change God only providing a little nudge. If anyone is lazy here, it must be the Change God. You think, oh, rude. You keep those thoughts to yourself, or you're going to get smitten. Yeah. Oh, well. You believe strongly or whatever. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't like this. My character does not seem like he's really on ball. So the fact that I'm wishing something with just very half-assedly, this does not seem like a good idea. That your hits will super hurt. He's not the glassiest cannon. I feel like that's more Odile, based on what we saw in stats. That attacks against you will be super weak. I think that's who's the big tanky guy. Isabeau? Yeah, no. That you'll be super fast. Maybe that one. Let's try for speed or haste or whatever you want to call it. Different per game. Always attack first. Don't leave the enemy a chance to touch you. You repeat under your breath, super fast, super fast, super fast. Did the thing happen? ... You actually feel a little faster? With 3 question marks. You jump in place, trying to notice if anything changed. You jump right on a pointy rock. This game is cute. You don't tear up. Not that much agile then, huh? You and your friends attack speed. Oh, all 4 of us. Cool. Oh, 5, sorry. Maybe it's happening to our kid mascot too. You and your friends attack speed got a tiny bit better. Going to the Change God statue will boost 1 stat of your choice. You can also save your progress by praying at the Change God statue. You close your eyes. We're going to save slot 1. Because I don't like scrolling down, but there's 12 of these. We're just going to use 1 for now. Bring. Cool. Playtime. Oh god, don't make me look at playtime. Wait, it says there's a map button down there at the bottom. It says map, but I can't get down there. Oh, map Dormont. So we're in Dormont? I thought we were in... What was the place that we're in? Not Dormont. Or is Dormont like the county? And we're in the city of... However you say this name. Wow. Okay, that's enough for today. You thank the Change God for its blessing and quickly run away, crossing it out from the reminder note. Was that a thing? What was a reminder note? I kind of already forget. It's a souvenir, right? You look at the note. You've crossed a few things out already, but you read it all again. Severin, don't forget to get everyone. Odile is probably in the shop getting supplies. The shop is that building with a bunch of barrels around it. I don't think we've seen that one yet. I saw Bonnie go to the east. They're probably near the veggie fields. Just go east and then south. And Isabeau, I feel like this is more text than what we saw before. Isabeau must be at the favor tree to the west. Give him some time, though. I think he has a lot to ask for. Oh, okay. Do you actually want to know that? I don't actually want to know. Thank you. Before you... Wait, what is the name of the city? I already forgot that. Because it's not the same... well, don't tell me if one's like a county and one's a city. We'll figure that. Dormont. Before you go talk to him, you could walk around Dormont. Actually, I think maybe Dormont might be the name of the city. I don't want to know all that stuff, actually. Vogard. Yeah, that's right. Vogard. I'm sure people would be happy to talk. Some of them, maybe a little bit. There's a little girl with pigtails slightly north. I think she really likes to talk about battles. Sounds like this is all like tutorial land so far. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone in the village. Okay, gotcha. I understand. You talk to people in the village, you learn the game. Yeah. And well, also, you should see the Change God statue and pray for victory. She added stuff to the reminder that she didn't actually talk to me about in person. If you want, you really should. Let's meet at the clock tower to the east after. Okay. Just jump over the broken bridge and you'll find it. Was that a smart idea? Yours, is she? Mirabelle. On the bottom of the paper, a crafted drawing animates back and forth. So crafted really is like magic in this world. It's some kind of thick, flowy line. What is it? You should ask her. Yeah, probably. Just ask. Okay. We need a building with lots of barrels around it. Some flowers. What does this sign say? Sign says favor tree. We'll go there eventually. Sign says Dormont's Mignon Boulangerie. I am down. Let's go. Give me your treats. I'm ready. Various baking ingredients. What have you got for me? A torch that burns brightly. Some croissant. You refuse to even look at them. Am I not a bready? With this character? Some baguettes. Smells heavenly. Why can't we look at the croissant then? A little figure of the change god. It's been crafted to dance slightly. This one is clumsily drawn eyes. And a drawn baguette for a mouth. I made it. Aw. Small boulanger. I made it myself. Cute. Hi. Big boulanger. Hey. Want to buy something? You'd like to, but can't buy much with only a silver coin. Womp womp. Wait. Do I have a button for that? Where's my button for whoops, it didn't happen? There it is. You show your silver coin anyway. With one of those, you can get a third of a pastry. That might still be okay, depending on the size of the pastry. But, aren't you one of the saviors? Maybe. Traveling with little Mirabelle? Don't worry about a thing then. Can I get you anything on the house? A croissant, maybe? Wait, my character doesn't like croissants for some reason. ... Incredible. Incredible! I've never seen anyone give such a look of disdain when offered a croissant. What is it about my character? Is it maybe he had a bad experience with the moon? I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Like, why? Why would you pass up flaky, delicious bread? A pain au chocolat, then? Only monsters don't like pain au chocolat. Croissant lore. Yeah, right? Oh, you like those? Oh, okay. Those are usually croissanty, though, to be perfectly honest. You nod. Ha! One pain au chocolat coming up. You got it. Okay. Yay. You think about putting it in your pocket for later, but it smells so wonderful. Still warm. It smells like butter and chocolate. You try to control yourself and take only a small, dainty bite. But it's too yummy. In 2 bites, you've already swallowed the pastry whole. Good God. You eat like snake, don't you? Unhinged your jaw and everything. Not gonna lie. Seeing a tiny one like you eat this like a rabid beast, that was disturbing, but also weirdly satisfying. Good luck tomorrow. God, everybody knows we're gonna go depose the king with violence tomorrow. Okay. And your tiny compatriot, sister, whoever this is. Welcome. I'm helping Papa today. Oh, you're the daughter. Oh, that's cute. We like that. Okay. We're not going to go west yet. Just stay in the center for the time being. I think I see the place where we can find Odile. Flowers, other flowers. The door seems to be locked. Interesting. You didn't think a welcoming village like Dormont knew how to lock doors. The lock, keeping it closed, has an interesting shape. It doesn't have a hole for a key. That's weird. Do you have to, like, what's the word? Craft it open? Oh, That's right. There's a girl to the north that loves battles. How much you want to bet it's this one named Tutorial Kid? Hey, you. The strange adult with the hat. Okay, I guess we're going to learn more about the game's mechanics before we've ever played an iota of the game, right? Here I feel like the game's charming, the world is charming, the storyline's already, you know, they're placing all the foreshadowing elements and they're giving you a rich understanding of how the world works and crafting and what your character likes and doesn't like and all that. We're working on that pretty well. However, the amount of tutorial front loading is a little harsh. It reminds me of that era, especially when 3D games were first coming out and they decided kids lose instruction manuals. They rent from rental stores and maybe don't get an instruction manual because it was lost a long time ago or never returned. They buy a new game. They just don't read the instruction manual. They just pop right in. And so we're going to give them all the instructions to play the game, but we're going to give them all the instructions from the beginning where they're first starting out all the way to the most complex stuff that they'll need to know for the game. We'll put it all in the first hour of gameplay. That's I don't know if I like that. I don't particularly like that much front loading. It's not great. Oh, it's just a chocolate croissant. Just? I like chocolate croissants. But yeah, you're right. I think pain au chocolat is basically the bread is like croissant-y bread. So I guess chocolate really does remedy a lot of things, though, to be honest. My name? I think it's Tutorial Kid, is it not? It's Tutorial Kid. I read your nameplate, apparently, or something, or read your mind. I don't know what my character's capable of. I had this idea I should say, if I ever become so incredibly wealthy that I can strong arm an MMO RPG into existence. I have this idea for one of the rule sets for an MMO that you should not know who everybody is. They shouldn't get nameplates. If you're in a bustling city with a bunch of people standing around talking to each other, emoting at each other, buying goods and whatever, you shouldn't know anybody's name. Maybe you could click on them and get the name, or like get close enough to certain people. If you know them, maybe a nameplate appears. Like if they're on your friends list, they're obviously a friend of yours. And then maybe the game helps you out by giving them a floating nameplate, but not all the other people. There are MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV, I know very well, does let you add this, but it's not a constraint of the game. It's just an option if you don't like so many names floating around in a city, especially during special holidays or new patch content, and you go to a town and it's just like all you can see is like walls of everybody's dumb names. Some people have cool names in those games, but there's also a lot of dumb names too. And sometimes it's just nice to have all that turned off so it feels like you're actually in a place with the races of that world or whatever. But I must sleep, but have a great rest of stream. Glad I could stop by. Honestly, it's been lovely chatting. I appreciate you choosing to come my way and hang out. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for being here. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Have a good night. Yeah, just it'd be kind of really cool to not know characters' names unless you know them. I think it would give a better immersive experience. And then the idea of having a floating nameplate above somebody's head is like a gamer's shortcut for you recognize their face. Because playing online doesn't necessarily mean that every single player is going to have a distinct face from everybody else, distinct colors, distinct outfits. So, but that might be fun too. Maybe even if you can't even make your friends' names pop up as nameplates and you mistake somebody for your friend, that might actually make sense. You know, oh, my friend wears all red and pink too and has this long ponytail. Sorry to confuse you with them, but you look just like them. You know, that happens in real life sometimes. So, yeah. Okay, so Tutorial Kid, named Tutorial Kid. Tutorial Kid has the name Agatha. I know there's a name Agatha, so I want to kind of say the E is like but maybe not. Sewn into her clothes. Aw. My mom says you're very strong and you're going to help save us all. Yeah. But I need to challenge you to know your strength. Oh, dear. Okay. So... let's play rock, paper, scissors. Oh, no. It's like, this game has to be inspired by Morty. I know we had rock, paper, scissors as part of our stats. I didn't necessarily think that it was going to be part of combat. And Omori had a rock, paper, scissors mini game or side game to the main story. I think that's happening. Yeah, for real. Why fight? I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge. It's fine. Yeah. They seem to say, oh, that's nice. That's a nice transition. Backgrounds are interesting, very mother related sort of thing, but not quite as psychedelic. Rock, paper, scissors. The only fight there is it? Is that literally all we're going to be doing? Here's the thing and the problem. I don't like playing rock, paper, scissors against machines, because you can't read very much at all in what they do or how they're playing. I feel like when you play against a person, the reason why rock, paper, scissors actually works as a game with human beings is if you play enough matches with somebody, you start to learn things about the game in general and about that person's preferences and choices and what they might do. And you become better at being their opponent. And if they're doing the same job that you're doing, they're analyzing you as well. They're taking in your data and how you've won and how you've lost. And it becomes this weird like dance. It's something bigger than just, well, I'm going to pick one of three and they're going to pick one of three and one person has to win by nature of the game. And that's it. That's all there is to it. There isn't. It honestly is a little more complex and nuanced. And I feel like the little doesn't really play it that much, but the tiny does. And she's getting good at rock, paper, scissors. In other words, she's using her EQ to like read your potential next moves or calculate trends or like know when to shift off or stay on a certain play style. She's learning the soft skills, the human to human interaction part of rock, paper, scissors, which, thinking about it, yeah, I guess it has to be that kind of game. It hadn't really been something that I gave a lot of thought to until I saw her started to excel at it. And I'm like, wait a second. Amazing. How is that happening at your age? You know how to play rock, paper, scissors, right? I kind of want to hear the description just in case. They might throw something weird on us or like add a item like cherry bomb or whatever. Who doesn't know how to play? We'll just say I've never played because I'm just curious. I'm curious how this game ends up explaining this whole scenario. Let's give it a shot. You don't know how to play rock, paper, scissors? Didn't I say that? Is it because of the hat? Oh, what are you trying to say? Yes. I knew it. I'll teach you then. It's a simple game. We're going to yell rock, paper, scissors. And it's scissors. Oh, God, you're one of those. Is it just me? But my family, my household, my littles, we say, whether it's in Mandarin or English, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Or rock, paper, scissors, go. It's on a like a fourth timer. You say the words of the game, but you don't play during announcing of what game you're playing. You play on move 4. Dun, 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 dun. On the fourth one you go. Yeah. At scissors, we throw our hands like this. This one with your fist closed, that's rock. This one with your hand flat, that's paper. Why don't we see different animations of her? I feel like these wouldn't be too hard to add in, right? Are they still adding content to the game? And this one with your index finger and middle fingers up is scissors. Rock beats scissors because rock breaks scissors. Scissors beats paper because you cut paper with scissors. Paper beats rock just because. Honestly, yeah. I was explained the whole like, well, if you have a rock and you have paper, you just wrap the paper around and then the rock loses because it has paper around it. I'm like, I don't understand that. Rock is actually destroying the scissors. Scissors is actually destroying the paper. Paper doesn't do anything to the rock. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So I think it is kind of like, it's just because. All right. Just because. Yeah, never makes that. Oh, nod. I'm going to nod thoughtfully. Be polite. First playthrough of any game, we be polite. Yeah. Okay, you know the rules now. Let's play rock, paper. Oh God, what's happening to me right now? Siffrin time? Ew. Isn't that like morphin time? Like from the past? What? Oh, do I have to use craft? Yeah, I guess so. You make a fist and present it for. We're gonna use craft. A lot of people choose scissors or rocks as a first opening and not paper, and so there's a high danger in picking paper because if they play scissors right out of the gate, then you lose. But because so few people play paper compared to rock and scissors, I think rock is safer. Scissors could still be destroyed by. Let's just pick rock and see what happens. Maybe we'll tie. We'll see. All right, on Tutorial Kid. You throw rock. They throw paper. Oh shit. Of course. Tutorial Kid threw paper. Damn. All of my psychoanalysis down the drain. I like this art style, right? Right? It is really, it's endearing. It's been great so far. And it holds a lot of emotion and expression with not full minimalism, but low detail while still being just like great at the choices they've made as far as character structure, face composition, number of shapes and everything. Well. Welcome the streamer of Oz and all of you gobbos, degenerates, the lost and newly found in my stream. Welcome. Become one of the fledglings today and join, sub, like, subscribe, everything. I said sub and subscribe. Do both of them. Hi. Well, oh, you did the thing.
Crimson Dawn _85 just subscribed.
Thank you.
Crimso 742 Oak Dang 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 Crimso 740.
Okay, finally stop. Thank you. I appreciate the sub. Yeah. Let's shout out the streamer of Oz. If you're watching this stream and you don't know who this is, educate yourself. This is my wife, partner, Crouch Goblin, mom, and the whole shebang. And the some people say better half. My other half. I don't want to say one of us is better than the others. We're both great. I love us both. And this is her stream. What do we play?
William Wildberger's diary. Today is the happiest day of my life. After all the suffering we've endured in the past few years, Maria, my beloved wife, has blessed me with 2 beautiful angels. But there is more. After all this time, she has returned to me. She looked at me with her eyes wide, as if she had not seen me in years, like she'd been waking up from a dream.
Yeah, that's how she is all the time. But you can pay channel points and she'll take the mustache off. And she'll use a more effeminate voice. But all the other times she streams, she's just like that. Don't believe me? Go watch her channels. Go show her channels love. Go follow her everywhere you use a social media platform. Just search for the streamer boss. And if she's not there, yell at us and we'll get her there. Forgot you had text-to-speech for that. Don't do that again, noted. I wish the text-to-speech engine could acknowledge this is not a word, this is an emoji, but the way the platform handles emojis, all emojis are really just rendered words that the UI turns into symbols. Yeah. Okay, so we're taking some paper damage. Yeah, I threw paper. Paper wins against rock. Yes, it does. Which means... Foo, I win this round. Okay, let's do it again. Rock, paper. Oh, God, here we go. If I switch to scissors, if I switch to paper, they're probably not going to be raw. Maybe they'll be... Let's do paper. We'll try paper. Just play whatever she just played. You throw paper. They throw rock. There we go. We're even. Tutorial kid threw rock. No, I threw rock. I've lost this round. But it's not over yet. Okay, last round. Rock, paper. Yeah, we're tied. So I feel like they're going to choose scissors because they played the other two already, in which case rock's probably going to be safe bet. I really don't feel like they would play paper after we play paper. So let's try rock.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
What time are you streaming till? Honestly, I was probably just going to do this one tutorial area that we're in. Maybe this fight and maybe the next building over and then probably calling it. I'm not going to lie. I might have micro slept at one small point on stream without closing my eyes and without stopping talking. It would have been a first for me, but yeah, something happened and I glitched while talking, while eyes open, while looking at the camera. I glitched and I felt it, and I came back out of it almost immediately, and I was like, I cannot reconcile what just came out of my mouth. It wasn't anything like bad to be on stream, but it would also like wigged me out a little bit because I've never been that exhausted and streamed at the same time. So I probably won't be up that late, to be honest. But yeah, I heard what came out of my mouth afterward, like it processed, 30 seconds later, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't actually like consciously think those words. They just came from some dream realm or something like that. Bedtime for me. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Is that Truman Show reference? I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but that was a good one. Dark, like I feel like this movie or this game is going to be at some point. It's just so cute and so like wholesome. I feel like it's got a weird twist underneath it, and also generally that would probably be the reason why y'all would have recommended this game to me in the first place. Correct? Excellent. I always love when I get a reference right. Yes, we did it. The tutorial kid threw scissors. Watch, this is all scripted. They just pick based on what you pick because it's a tutorial. You threw rock? No, I threw scissors. Why this? Why this? According to the laws of this village, you have won.
The rock, paper, scissors game. This was an intense battle. Thank you for fighting with me. You got one sweet tonic. Wait, we gotten sweet ones? We're gonna have sour tonics. You put it in your pockets. Now you know the basics of rock, paper, scissors, so you're invincible. Is that true? Am I officially invincible in this game? Our training has come to an end. Farewell. Oh, goodbye. Am I officially actually invincible? Okay. Sour and sweet. Sour is 50% of a friend's hit points. Sweet is complete recovery. Taste sweet. So sweet. Okay. That's the whole difference between them. Neat. Sketchy. Oh, holy crap. Really? 3-stream streak? Were you really here the last 2 streams too? Nice. Congrats. That doesn't happen very often. And I feel like this tool is just inexorably broken. So if you can get up to 3 or anything higher than that, that's just good luck. It's just lucky. Okay. Yeah, we'll check out this next place and then we'll probably save and continue on the rest next stream. Just because of exhaustion levels and everything. I do want to hang for the full stream time I usually do because I know I started super late, but reasons. Yeah. I usually try to lurk, sleep schedule permitting. Appreciate that. I know we're in vastly different time zones, but yeah. Thank you. Means a lot. I like flowers. That's a barrel. A barrel. Okay, what's the sign say? The sign says shop. Okay. Is Odile in here? That's got to be Odile over there in the corner. I imagine. Staring at special goods. Hi. Wait. Cool torch. Burns brightly. Story-loving shopkeeper. Ahoy, traveling one. Oh, you're with Mirabelle and the lady with the glasses. I recognize you. Can you believe Mirabelle is blessed by the change god to save us all? The change god almost never gives blessings of any kind. It's truly amazing Mirabelle has been chosen. May the change god protect her in her journey. You nod. The change god, huh? So I must be some sort of agnostic. Some little paintings animated by craft. You can see the shopkeeper along with some other people from Dormont. Cool. Oh, that's cute. I did not know that was a thing. That's how you get up and off stools. A closet filled with everything from empty salt shakers to half-broken pencils. Are they for sale? That seems like an odd thing to try to buy. Old moldy books. You can't even read their titles. It's a barrel. Hi, little guy. A little figure of the change god. It's been crafted to dance slightly. This one has a wide smile. Shelves filled with various foods. Being near them make your stomach grumble. Why don't you eat something? Got all these sweet and sour tonics. Shelves, okay, it's the same thing. Over here too? Okay, let's talk to our friend. Odile is here looking at what the shop has to offer. Are we going to say hi? Odile! I'm guessing at her name's pronunciation. Oh, Sifrin. You look rested. Glad to see. That feels kind of like a backhanded compliment. I don't know. You look rested feels like we've all been working hard and you haven't. Or look who finally decided to take on more responsibility versus the rest of us. There's some sort of undertone there to hear you look rested. Plus that kind of smug look on their face. Glad to see you this laid back on the day before the end of the world. Oh, yeah, see? If I just read the rest of the dialogue, it does kind of feel backhanded. Anyway, how can I help you? Questions. Clock Tower sleepover. Fighting the king tomorrow. What will you do after? Let's talk about the big stuff first. We're fighting the king tomorrow. We are. I hope you're prepared.
The king and the sadness his destruction creates. Sadnesses. Oh, those are monsters, I guess. They possess crafts capable of slowing us down or even freezing us in time completely. So, as always, we're counting on you and your speed to keep us out of trouble. Interesting. I did choose speed with the time with the change god. Does that change her dialogue, I wonder? Right? Interesting. Aw. So you want me in the front again? Leading everyone if possible. I guess I am, yeah. You've already proven good at preventing traps and keeping us alive, so I don't see why that has to change. Again, I wonder if, like, what I told the change god, if that changes these answers. And as always, you can count on me to provide everyone with intel on any enemies we encounter. Well, thanks, I guess. It's cool. Everyone except Boniface. Well, is that how you pronounce that name? I had a friend in I knew somebody in high school who's named Bonifacio. He didn't go by that name. So I wonder if it's Boniface traditionally. This is not a name of somebody I really know, though. Everyone except Boniface will be on battle duty, but I might ask Boniface to do something as well. It might be good for everyone to give the kid something to do. The kid, Bonnie? Boniface? Wait, what? Is Bonnie Boniface? Boring tactics talk, I know. I'll shut up and buy items for our journey to the top of the house. Ho? Have you found it? Is your field of research tactics? What, do they not know each other that well? Oh, Gems. Are you still trying to figure out what I'm researching? No, my field of research isn't tactics. Isabeau actually proposed that one last week. Late one. Aw. Aw. Give it up already. None of you will ever figure out what I'm studying. That seems like a challenge. Like a side quest. It will stay a secret forever. Questions. Let's ask what will you do after? After tomorrow? If we survive? I wish I had your confidence. Maybe I'll just go home to Kabul. I haven't seen my country in many years. Before I met Mirabelle and Isabeau, my main goal was to travel to Vogard and see its many different places, sites, cultures. I've already accomplished this by traveling with Mirabelle, so... Was it all for your research? Why does my character keep talking about the research part? Yes. Your research into... travel on sitesology. Cultures! Maybe cultures. Culturesology? Culturesology isn't the field of research, Sifrin. But it is the field of research you spent your life trying to create. Stop inventing a backstory for me. What about you? What will you do? Interesting. If we beat the king, that is. Will you go back to your own country, maybe? Wait, what's Sifrin's country? What will you do? I can only say one thing. Come up with my own field of research. Ugh. I feel like Sifrin's just a troll, and we're playing the troll. All right, clock tower sleepover. A sleepover? You guys really are kids. ... We can forget about our problems. That sounds like a kid idea. I suppose so. Nonetheless, I'll be there. Poor Boniface probably needs it. Maybe we all do. But the room only has 3 beds, right? I better get a whole bed to myself. Mira and Bonnie will probably be sharing. Bonnie is Boniface, isn't it? Interesting. Mirabelle and Bonnie? So who'll sleep on the ground? You or Isabeau? Is it? Oh, yeah, because there's one other bed. And they're not going to share it? I think me and Izza will share. Let's say we'll share. Fascinating. Anyway, I'll be there. You know, since we already decided earlier we'd meet at the clock tower and all. What I feel like all the characters know more than me too. I don't know that. Yeah, you already all planned to meet at the clock tower. So was there a need for you to let everyone know? Yeah, this feels weird. You could have just met everyone at the clock tower. Oh well. Not like you have anything better to do. Right, you're killing the king because you have nothing better to do. You're doing Mirabelle's errands because you got nothing better to do. Anything else? Are there more questions? No, just nothing. Okay, I'll see you at the clock tower later then. You talked to Odile. You cross Odile from the reminder note. Neat. Yeah, I'm getting fadey. Can we talk to the statue and get a save though? It's good. Cross your eyes. There it is. Yeah, cool. I'll just save over slot 1. Do you wish to overwrite? We do. Neat. We did the thing. Everybody, change God for the blessing and quickly run away. Run away. Yeah. All right. This has been really interesting. Like, I like almost everything about it except the pacing at the very beginning. I feel like they could have like drawn you into higher action right at the start and then reversed it back or did something or disengaged you in some way. A game like this could really use less upfront tutorial and more upfront action so that you learn by mistakes, or you have like a really bad scripted combat scenario where your character is like forced to die. And then the game steps in and is like, all right, yeah, that was pretty hard, right? Or like, here's the thing we did. Like, what do you want to know about it? You survived by the skin of your teeth. Here's how you do better. But this game's a little tutorial heavy or lore heavy at the beginning. Yeah. All right. If you are watching on any other platform besides the purple one, we're going to say goodnight to you right now so that I can get some sleep, so that I don't make any other mental glitches while I talk. I'm really trying hard not to say weird stuff in dream states, while at the same time acknowledging that I probably need to go start making dreams happen. If you know what I mean. No, I just mean like go to sleep and probably dream deep because I'm feeling quite a level of exhaustion that I haven't felt in a long time, and I honestly haven't quit. Oh Jesus! And like I was saying to Magna, I love your face, and we're getting close to quitting the stream tonight. No, but honestly, I am so exhausted, and we were saying goodnight to the stream. But I love that you brought your degenerate community over to my degenerate community so everybody can touch each other digitally. Magna, how has it been? I saw that you went live, but I was trying very hard to rush to get ready for my own stream, so I didn't have a chance to pop in and say hi. What were we streaming? Was it a good time? I'll stop and not go offline immediately myself and engage with your lovely raid that you decided to send your people to a questionable destination as myself. Yeah, was it a good night? Raid train! I know. We are just like a whole... Carl. Thank you so much. Welcome to my family of fledglings. I'm losing my voice. I am tired. I actually think I dream spoke a little bit in the middle of my stream. Kind of embarrassing. I didn't close my eyes. I didn't stop playing the game. I didn't stop looking at the camera. But I think I might be at a level of exhaustion and autonomy of just acting and performing in cameras where I can be staring at lights, looking at a camera, and able to do like micro sleeps and still talk at the same time. I think that happened just at one point tonight. Really interesting. I'm learning new stuff about my own body and what I'm capable of. I had a free day to myself. Love that. So I figured it'd be fun to do a casual salon. Wonderful. And to what do you owe the free day? Where is man from the other room? What's the proper acronym? I always forget. I don't want to dox him and say his name. Magda got raided, kept streaming for a few minutes, then raided you. We're all doing the same thing. Everybody's like, I'm so tired. Oh, hey, raid. Hi, welcome. Great, good, cool. Hello, person. Hello, goddess. We love questionable. You're in the right place. This is the most normal I will look because I was exhausted going into stream and I was just like, I can't do anything to make myself look beautiful like I want to. So I'm just gonna show up. And I showed up late, real late tonight, unfortunately. And yet I'm still quitting stream early for myself. Anyway, I think we're all sleepy now. Yes, indeed. Indeed. I'm getting texture in my voice that I usually don't get unless I'm at my wit's end of my voice. But I was also talking almost all day today, even before I streamed. So what is left of my voice is a miracle, hanging on by bubblegum and bobby pins at best. Pass the raid torch? Oh, we will. We will. My sister and fam were in town. Oh. So I took a couple days off to see them. Sweet. Sweet stuff. Daylight savings, right? When are we going to quit that? Does anybody have any insight as to if we're ever going to see an end to daylight savings? Because besides the people that benefit from that, I think everybody agrees it should be gone. Awful system. Awful. I even hate getting extra sleep in the fall because every time I do, it's like, I know this is making spring awful for me. I can't indulge in something at one point in the year, knowing what I have to sacrifice during the spring. If only the world worked so that you would just get an extra hour of sleep periodically, and you would just keep doing that. You never took away sleep. That would be an awful, stupid, hateful, cruel idea, right? To make everybody lose an hour of sleep. Right? Even if you gave them an extra hour some other night. That's all right. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Big DSD keeps Congress well bribed. They do. I researched this because all my life people were telling me it was agricultural. Farmers need it for something, or farmers used to need it, or the trains. And I was like, I don't understand all of that. So I did a little bit of research, and the folks lining Congress's pockets are people that need more daylight in the day, which I didn't think about that as being an industry incentive. But the people who need more daylight every day are people who benefit from their customers feeling like day is sunny, and sunny and day and bright blue sky means they're out and being more productively spending money in these places. I'm like, well, that's not Vegas. You just go in a casino and the ceiling is your sky. So it's not there. And it's not like shopping malls. Oh, goddess, thank you so much. I see your name's Athena too, but I hope you don't mind. I just like to say the word goddess. Right. So it's not most interior places. So think about where it is, where you spend big money, and the more outdoorsy you feel, and the less you feel like the day is encroaching on your end because the sun tells you it's still up, so you can still spend more money. We're talking about sporting venues, outdoor venues, resorts, golf courses, anywhere where they can convince you there's still more capitalism to be had. You're not ready to go sleep. You can buy another drink. You can spend a little more time. look at the sky. It's fine. They lobby like crazy to keep DST around. I fucking hate it. I think California is saying they're getting rid of it. I mean, yeah, I suppose it isn't necessarily national, right? Because Arizona, is it Arizona that they haven't had DST for like forever? DST doesn't really affect me that much. It affects me. I don't have the schedule that it affects, but I have kids. Yeah. I don't have a body clock to disrupt. Lucky. Daywalkers. I know. I would rather just have more nighttime, frankly, than more daytime if I could choose one versus the other. Want to know something a bit messed up? Always. Call me whatever? Excellent. You tell me what I want to know that's messed up, and we're going to do a quick shout out to everybody who's been in my stream for Magna. If you don't already know who he is, please show his channel love and all of his socials. Silvos.
P0PC0.
I will hold off on that
just subscribe.
because I don't want that to cross beams. Thank you so much for the gift subs.
Kira Varfield just subscribed.
Kira.
The Crusader _13 just subscribed.
Aw, Crusader. Congrats, everybody, on your tier 1 subs. Don't be sorry. I mean, how dare you?
Jam Gobar just subscribed.
Jam. The stickiest jam there is in this stream. Welcome. Wait, Jam,
Totencraft _2834 just subscribed.
Congrats, Totencraft. And wait a sec, Jam, I thought you were already subbed. How did that happen? Do you get like extra time on your sub if you get a gifted sub and you're also subbed at the same time? Does it just stack more time for you? I'm just curious how that happens. Also, Hyper Train level 2, 50%. 3 minutes. No pressure. Let's shout out Magna and show him some love for showing us so much fantastic love, you guys. Here is Magna's show.
Enormously well hung cat demon man.
Let's do one more. That was great. It was just it was short. No offense. Not the cat. The cat was well endowed, but we'll do one more shot.
If you guys can figure out how to do a little zoom and enhance action, you could scan his thumbprint.
It's us.
And run that through, what is it, Aphis? And
it's me and Oz.
Yeah.
And Mag. What's going on? What?
You fucker.
Did you find a spider? What just happened there? Oh no. We're having a good time showing off our in-person friendship. Yeah, me with short hair. Yeah. That wasn't actually that long ago, to be honest. We hung out and I immediately said, I hate this hair. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just trying a thing. But yeah, that wasn't long ago. Good times. We have to get out your way again sometime very soon and hang again. Just say anything and everything as long as it is not hateful or derogatory. You could speak your mind with whatever words you feel comfortable using. We are a 18 plus stream. You say what you want to say. But I will say, I might as well at this point close off all the other streams and say goodnight. We'll stick on one platform and find somebody to raid out to. But for everybody else who's watching on your other platforms, if you are safe, fed, and loved, please make sure somebody else is too. And I will see you all again tomorrow for more Abduction, aka one of the Myst games that wasn't one of the Myst games because it wasn't called Myst. But it's been really interesting, and I think you'll have a fun time with me in that game. Just like I think this one's going to be a fun one too. So find me next Friday to keep on this one. Find me in less than 24 hours. We'll be starting Abduction, hopefully 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And we'll figure that out. Okay. Everybody who's not on the purple platform, good night, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.